I don't know if I'm ready. Dreading this for a week. Alright, I'm gonna miss you guys. Alright, so... Wah. Man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, today's meta question is... let's see... Alright. This is a oh, you know what? If we're in the meta moral dilemmas, anyways, I'm gonna free form this one. All right. So the question is, the woman you love has been taken captive by a foe you and your allies cannot hope to defeat. You're the only one that knows what truly happened. Do you tell your friends and allies the truth? Do you lie to them? And why?
That's a weirdly specific question that has no bearing on absolutely anything.
Yeah, so that's the meta question for today. That's the question for today. The moral question. So while you ruminate on that, does anybody, knowing that when they do these recaps, you're sitting in the chair in the office and the camera guy's there, and you have full knowledge of this session, even if you were unconscious or had your memory wiped or whatever. Want to give me a recap of what happened last time? Father Radislav, who am I supposed to give these to? Alright, Anne. Okay. Going once. Going twice. Oh, Leo with the one. Okay, going once.
Get those
twice.
ones out of the way. Good call.
Alright, sounds like Father's going to give the recap, but before he does, real quick, you might have noticed when you click those buttons that no dice appeared! Yeah, we're a dice-free community. I went to the allergist. Turns out I have a dice allergy, so we're not using 3D dice anymore. Hopefully that's not a deal breaker for you. We are on the new Foundry, and it's very good. The new Foundry. We're on version 11 stable 315 using D&D 3.0.4. So if you don't know what that means, this is the officially branded Dungeons & Dragons Foundry. Look at your pause button. That cost $10,000. Look at that thing. It's incredible. So, the biggest thing you're going to notice is that your default character sheet is sexy. So, oh my god, look at that character sheet. Now think about using that character sheet in play. If that's something that you think you'd like to try, keep your new character sheet, and God bless you. If you would like your tidy sheet back, go to the gear on the top right of your character sheet. It's next to the cardboard box. And the book, you're going to click on that, and this sheet, you're going to change it to say tidy 5e character sheet. Again, if you think you can, if you're looking at this new sheet and you're like, this is the shit, this is the good stuff right here, it's whatever you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, I can handle it for like, 2 more levels.
Okay. Don't get hooked on it and then have to go back to tidy sheets. That's my concern. That's my concern. But it is exceptionally beautiful, but it's just, I don't think it's very functional.
Is it possible with this new sheet?
HUD, I guess it's not a big deal. What?
Oh, I was just going to ask, is it possible with the new sheet to roll skills with other attributes?
Hold down, hold on. Alt, control, shit, maybe you can't. That would be a limitation for sure. Oh yeah, you hold down Alt when you click it.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't derp around with it too much. It is beautiful, and for any game that I run that only goes to like level 7, like, sure. Sounds great. But for like level 15 plus game, that shit ain't gonna fly. What else is there? Everything else should work and do what it's supposed to do. I mentioned some stuff in the Foundry chat that you might want to keep an eye out for. Like opening your backpack, you click on the little edit button to open your backpack and stuff like that. But other than that, it should all be good. Alright. Father Radislav, what happened last time? You remember what happened, so you don't have to use meta knowledge. What happened?
Yes, what happened was a travesty. We approached the abbot's lair with every intention of trying to quietly get in, but I should have known that it would break down into arguments and confusion. But the Krezegs, they did their part. They drew attention at the gates. They drew away many of the abominations belonging to the abbot that would have otherwise stood in our path. Not wanting to let him get the upper hand as we made our way to interrupt his breakfast, I struck out at him. And so the fight began. We thought perhaps we had succeeded in laying him low. But no. It was just a pause in the battle, allowing him to summon more energy to show us his true form. Unfortunately, it seemed that first only Viktor and myself could see the terror that was the abbot's true visage. And we were battered about, his playthings charming us, warping our minds. It reached a point where it was either die or give in. And it is with great shame, I must confess, that I pleaded for our survival. I have stayed behind to try and mitigate his insanity, to try and protect Irenia. But Viktor knows what truly happened. I don't know if I can intercede successfully if they come back and try again. I don't know if my attempts at trying to curb his insanity will work. I hope that these heroes will get their shit together, that SWAT will figure it out, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I guess take a recapspiration, just in case you need
Do
it.
you need me to go into greater detail? I thought I was going for dramatic.
No, that's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. Take your recapspiration. Would anybody like to answer the factspiration question? The completely made up moral quandary that you might find yourself in someday. Oh, Anne with a 16, Robin with a 3, going once, going twice. Oh, David coming with a 14, Taylor with an 11. I mean, Darby at this point, going once, going twice. All right, Anne, what would you do in that situation?
She'll tell everybody. Yeah.
Okay, but why? Why would you tell everybody?
Because one, she's not at this point. She's not really the smartest, and to know what to do next, she would want to have hear what other people have to say. Not really being the type of person that can make decisions on her own.
Got it. Okay. All
Not a
right.
very strong sense of self.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, you may ask the same question of any NPC previously in the campaign.
I don't know. Should I ask Viktor? No.
I feel like you're gonna find out in about 3 minutes. But
We'll ask. Ask Strahd von Zarvich.
oh dang!
Yeah.
I mean, he's in a very different situation than you guys.
Yeah. But if he was in that situation, what would he do?
Well, all right. I'm gonna warn you that if I answer this question, you will be burdened with meta knowledge that you may not want.
Ooh.
So, do you still want to ask that question? It's okay if you do. It's okay if you do.
Okay, how about this? We'll ask Sergey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's, his brother. That's a different.
Sorry. He's so outside of my my sphere of influence. Okay, so what would he do? Oof. I mean, he was kind of a second edition lawful good paladin cleric, so he would just go back in there and try to get her back. Like, I mean, yeah, like he died trying. Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't live too long back then. Lawful good characters didn't live so long. Like, you were lucky if your lawful good father squirted you out before he died. Like, honestly, like, because they were just destined to die. Like, I'm telling you firsthand, I've seen so many lawful good characters in Second Age of Magic just die for the dumbest reason.
Well, aren't we all lawful good? So, just that's it.
Oh man, Remy dropping them jokes. I don't give out demons for jokes anymore, but oh man, if I did, oops, that's a good one. All right, so
Yeah, the good days are over now.
a little bit, yeah. I wish I could deny that. Oh well. So with all of that sorted, we'll take you guys back to. Well, you don't need to go back to the map. I guess you could. Could put you on the mountainside if you really want to be. You want to be on the mountainside? Nah, I'll just keep you right here. Alright. Alright, let's choose the music out. Let's see. We need.
So, I guess I will ask, what do we remember?
What do you remember? That's a great question. So he definitely damaged your minds in a bad way. But he used restoration to, kind of cure your minds. And then hold on. I'm checking the mechanics here. Isn't it? There you go. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so your memories were modified to, essentially, you went to the Abbey. The abbot explained the great work that he's doing. He realized that Irenia would be of tremendous use to that work. She felt called to aid in such work, and everyone thought it was okay for her to leave the party and help him with his work. You guys are sad, but life moves on. The Krezike, they got into an altercation with the people living at the Abbey over the theft of their daughter's body. The body was returned with apologies, and bygones, I guess, are just going to have to be bygones.
Right.
All right, is that going to cover it a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so with that sorted, yeah, the Burgomaster and the Baroness, who had quite a near-death experience, their minds still muddled, their skulls aching. Walk down the hill with the other werewolves. None of the werewolves, honestly, died in the attack because the shit that they were fighting couldn't have hurt them. Maybe their feelings with some vicious mockeries, but not enough feeling hurts to kill like a werewolf. So yeah, as a pack, they sort of slowly begin to plod back down the hill towards their town, leaving you guys to stand confused on the mountainside, with one less Father Radovich and one less Irenia Kolyana. Viktor stares up at the Abbey. He has 2 hit points and an unstable equilibrium. He can't seem to tear his gaze away, and you see snow kind of settling in his hair and his bushy eyebrows. His very thin, painfully thin body lets out a few sort of ragged breaths as he seems to be battling with something internally, some inner monologue, some thoughts that he's trying to put in order. Robin. No, wait. Hold on. I'm trying to see these insights. Jason, are you still around? Or no, you're Leo now? Okay.
Jason.
Oh, you are Jason? Okay. Jason, you know that he's dealing with some heavy shit right now. You're probably the closest to figuring that he's definitely got some inner turmoil he is trying to digest before he engages with the rest of the party.
I lean over to Robin, who I'm trying to rack my brain around how in the world she broke her back while we were
Oh, there's definitely inconsistencies.
Robin, Victor's conflicted about Arania joining the clergy, which seems odd. Maybe it doesn't. Did you hurt your back this morning?
I'm not entirely sure when I injured it.
Oh, see, when you get old, that's how it is, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's not. And to be clear, it's not actually broken. It's just injured significantly. She's kind of like, just kind of hobbling along, kind of doing that thing where she's holding her back as we move. She's just like, I just need to ice it maybe a little bit, and let the muscles rest a little while.
You mean a good heat press? I hear they have good baths here.
Yeah, maybe hot and cold alternating, that might help.
An icy hot.
Victor looks away from the monastery finally, and he says, that would be best, eh? We should go back to Krezik and rest. Perhaps the Maiden of the Healing Hands can help us recover from the climb up the mountain.
Yeah, it's been a hard climb, obviously.
Yes,
That would be good.
I've never seen N struggle with the climb.
There's much to discuss, but it is best if we discuss it after we rest. I need you to trust me as I have trusted you. Do not ask me any questions until everyone has had a chance to rest.
Okay, we'll rest. I don't know why you're getting so serious about resting.
He knows only 4 people can fit into the baths at one time.
Ooh, and we got the N.
Alright, so do you guys head back to town then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
So.
Victor leaning heavy on that staff, really pulling some Raceland Majory kind of shit going on here. And he's all like, wasting away from his dedication to magic and needs the staff to hold him up and walking around with 2 fucking hit points. The town is somber. There is no joy or celebration. There is only a sorrow that kind of hangs over the population as the wrapped bundle of the Burgomaster's daughter is seen and kind of understood. He and his wife, they go to the house, and they take the body inside, and 2 guards post up outside. No one approaches you or bothers you, tending to their own business, but they do give you a wide berth and hard looks. All right.
Fine.
Yeah. So you guys make it to the sort of hostel, where you could stay, the sort of common house for merchants and whatnot. And if you'd like, you could do your 10-minute long rest, or not long rest, 10-minute short rest, and then if you want to hit the spa, you can. But I think after the rest, at least, Viktor will have something to say to you guys. So.
Yeah, Robin will definitely take some of that, all of that stuff.
Okay. Well, I think NPCs get hit dice now? This is fucking amazing. So happy. Nope. Oh well. No, wait! Oh, no. Dang. They get encumbrance, though. Hit dice. Hey. Let's see. Thanks, max. 9. Go. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2. Yes. Don't like that. If you check off the consume thing, no, you have to do it every time. That's annoying. Alright. You don't have a lot of hit points, so it doesn't take long to fill back up. Alright. After you guys have rested, Viktor kind of looks at all of you and he says, what do you think happened there? That Irene met with the abbot, was so impressed with him that she gave up her quest with us to aid him in whatever endeavor he's working on for the greater good. Is that what you think happened?
I mean, that's what happened.
It sounded important.
Yeah.
What if I told you if something different happened? What if I told you that the abbot was indeed a celestial being, but one power far beyond anything that we imagined? What if I told you that we lost the battle against him? There was no being caught sneaking in. There was no parleyance, no palaver. He did not... No, that's not fair. We did not accept an invitation to sit at his table. Went in swinging, spell slinging, and it seemed that we had, for the most part, the battle under control. Amongst his many powers was the ability to befuddle the mind. Some of us turned on each other. Some of us lost who we were for a time. When we landed the killing blow, his mortal form it melted away, revealing something that none of you could understand. And I don't even know if bringing this up puts you in danger again. And if you want to believe that Arinia left for the greater good, then I don't want to believe. I am afraid for you. If your minds could not comprehend what you were seeing, it is possible that bringing it up might damage you again. I will not lie to you, and so I tell you what will sound like a ridiculous story. But whatever the abbot's is, whatever is hidden inside the man that we saw, it is not something that you can survive. So Irenia gave herself over to him. Is she assisting him? It's great work, I suppose, in a way, yes. Is she safe? I do not know. Father Ratislav has returned home, the Abbey. Swore before he left that he would do everything in his power to keep her safe. But I don't know. He fought bravely. He fought well. But the abbot is a force. I don't know. Determination. An indomitable being. I think whatever it has set its mind and spirit upon, it will pursue it to its end. And I don't know if that end will be the best for Irenia. Or even for Barovia. There's much I do not know. If we go back up that mountain tonight, or tomorrow, or even the next day, I think we will die. I don't say this to be hurtful, but your minds are too small to comprehend the foe that we face. But I know what we would do. The rest, and we could go to the Ember Temple. There, to find the power to stand up to such a creature, to stand up to the Dark Lord, to defy any who would take from us matter.
Victor, that's a mighty tale, and there are some strange things about yesterday. But Irenia's always been a very holy person. Dr. Dwinks about the morning ward. Is there anyone else that even can went right to what supposedly happened? Jason looking around the room. I mean, we heard Rainia speak the praises of the morning ward. We were right there at the table. I can't exactly picture your injury. That's...
So, OOC, if you want, based on his story, to attempt that intelligence saving throw again, you can. It would be at a reduced DC, because it's not in your presence. But there is that chance that you would, you know, melt your brain.
How much Franco we got? 2? One,
Jason to do
2?
it. I'll just do it. I got 2 brains.
Oh, I was gonna say we should do it together. If we since we gave us the OC question, but I mean,
We'll say we might need a prayer for temple. I'll just take one for us. I do have something I can use with it, so. All right, so intelligence save.
The DC is a 13 instead of a 15. Not much of a bonus, but you would be able to attempt it with advantage if you use the inspo.
And could take a shot at it too because she has a +4 and also have the faxpiration.
Right, here's straight.
I can't even see my saves. On
All right,
Wow.
Jason,
Wow.
it all comes back to you.
Oh my God, you rolled with the -1. How much fanspo do we have?
2.
We got 2.
If you guys are cool with me using it, I'll try.
Alright, so since you succeeded on a 5 or more, you were able to rationalize the existence of the abbot with no ill effects. And since you have previously failed the saving throw, you have a greater understanding of the abbot. You know that as a mostly spiritual being, he has a weakness to psychic damage.
Yeah, we had a lot of sources of that.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
And did you roll with advantage?
No, I did not. I did not roll advantage, but I do have my faxpiration.
Okay.
I'm rolling that. It's a D6, right? Where we're at, or a D8?
D8.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully I get at least a 2.
Wow.
And I succeeded
Pretty
across
close.
out of combat.
Oh my
Out
God.
of combat, but yeah. Tired again, level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And this occurred. Okay. All right. So yeah, you too understand that what really happened.
This is our second time understanding what really happened.
I'll use a fanspo.
You rolled totally secret.
Oh no. Sorry, I was
Okay.
testing new stuff on the sheet.
Yeah. So you succeed, but not well. So.
Can I succeed well at a cost?
No, it's. Well, let's see. You got a 15, so you could go to an 18. Yeah, sure. Here you go. Mishap. You gain misfortune and exhaustion.
Okay, how is my well rested?
Yes, Robin will try a save on this too.
Sure.
I mean, I have no bonuses or anything to it.
Do you want to use the our last fan? If you fail, you might lose your intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, it seems worthwhile too, I think. I mean, is there anybody else who needs to roll still?
I don't have a character presence, so.
You're the last one.
I guess we'll try it. Let's see.
You're using the fan spell or no?
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. We're at 0
Okay.
now.
A 12 is not gonna make it.
Can I succeed at a cost with a 12?
Yes. Your maximum hit points is reduced by 25%, and this will last until your next long rest.
That works, since we have not done stuff.
Okay, so the four of you remember what happened. And you know the abbot for what it truly is. Or at least you have some vague understanding, some Old Testament biblical angel shit.
Is there anyone we could get to help?
Hero. But he is kind of obsessed with Irene, yeah. Alright.
I mean,
Nope.
I feel like just. Oh dear.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
I'm
Want me
scared
to
for
roll
Parp.
the d4?
Oh,
I got it.
Oh my goodness.
That's all right. He's down here with, Leo and
rest of us.
Jason. Yeah, everybody else. He's part of the gang now.
Where was Parple's before? I don't remember what I reduced Parple. He's at 2 now, but he wasn't at 2 before.
No.
I think you tried twice at Purple.
I forgot what Parple's original intelligence was. I'm gonna say it maybe I'll say maybe
It would have been a 5 or a 6, wouldn't it?
like a 6 or
What?
7.
Yeah. Periwinkle, being one of the dumbest people in Barovia, had a 6 intelligence.
Yeah, 6.
One of the
Damn, why you gotta put it like that?
One of the dumbest people in Barovia.
Why you gotta say it like that again?
Because I think dumping it is I don't know. I have feels about it. So
We roll for stats and I'm playing a monk, bro.
hey, I mean, I think that a 6 intelligence requires a certain special handling that I haven't really seen from the 6 intelligence players. That's all.
What?
Just saying. I ain't handed out no role-playing awards for these 6 intelligence characters. I mean, they're fun, they're cool characters, but they ain't 6 intelligence characters. So
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's a difficult thing to do.
Well, what's their wisdom,
No, it is.
though?
Well, it's a
Because
difficult thing to do without coming across as mocking or insulting of people who live with like mental handicaps. You know what I'm saying? Like Tropic Thunder, right? You don't want to go full retard, right? Like that's if you've seen Tropic Thunder, one of the greatest movies of all time, there's a thing in there about that. Like it's a very hard role to portray, so it's cool.
Indeed.
At the end of the day, we're just playing a game and throwing dice. So, all right, what now?
Maybe the man in the tower you everyone speaks about.
The doctor? He's so far.
Not that far.
I guess turning to Victor. Victor, I mean, how certain are you that the answer is in the temple?
He you're sort of just stares at the staff, and it's like, because the master of the staff dwells there. Because all of the great powers and secrets have and sealed away there. It is where the Dark Lord went to get his power.
But couldn't we end up like the Dark Lord if we go there and get her power?
And it's gonna look for that vial of olive oil blood that she picked up,
Okay.
and be like, shows it to Viktor, and says,
Mhm.
I don't know if this is gonna help that staff owner. We're gonna go there and help whoever had that staff. And what thought said we need to have blood from the guy up top of that
Well, we can ask him if it's good enough. I'll shuffle around my bag for thought. We can help.
Yeah, Thought, who does not like the cold, hops out and looks around. We're still in Crazy then?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, well.
we just
Oh
got
my-
our ass beat by the Abbey, but we got some
Oh.
blood.
Things didn't go so good. You got the blood then.
Well, we don't know if it's good enough.
You don't know if it's good enough.
And
Well,
called
I mean-
it olive oil blood.
I mean, the blood would be shining with like the golden radiance of the heaven.
Is it?
It looks like extra virgin olive oil.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think it's a little watered down than Talking Frog.
His
So-
name is Thought.
So you beat him up, you made him bleed, but then you bottled olive oil. But
There's
then he
tons of it
still
on the
beat you.
Well, he
But-
died and then
well-
kind of came back.
Yeah.
Multi-phase. Hmm. See.
And he kept doing stuff to our brains.
Oh, that's rough. Well. I suppose you snuck into the library and saw if maybe there was scrolls or anything with divine magic on it. We could have just nicked one of those and hope maybe that had some solutions on it.
Sneak?
Now, I have been giving it some thought. Here. We could try to convince him to come here to Kresik and take a bath in that spring. Hmm?
Wait, the spring that heals everything,
Yeah.
or the bathhouse.
No, the spring. You know, drink from the spring, you get cured of some ailment or whatever.
Are you talking about your master or the Abbey?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm talking about my master, Xantha. The problem there would be convincing a crazed lich who's lost his marbles that he should leave his home, travel all the way to a place full of monster hunters to drink from the sacred spring. That would be tough. Though I suppose it was going to be tough to get him to drink the blood. You know, I really didn't think it through all the way. I was kind of hoping I'd find, like a cleric, paladin or something.
Yeah, we haven't exactly seen any of those around here.
Could we take the water to him? Like, let's say we just wait for nighttime, we sneak out to the sacred pond and we like fill up a barrel of the water and then
Whoa,
we'll
whoa,
just
whoa!
take
That would
it
be
to your master
stealing,
and
Taylor.
pour it on.
We're not thieves.
Didn't he say
It's
that
not stealing.
it only works inside the spring?
You've heard that it's drinking from the spring that matters. Otherwise, they'd bottle this shit and, like, you know, like that would be their number one export.
And I don't want to hear anything about stealing.
What is that supposed to mean? We haven't stolen anything.
Oh. Taylor rolls her eyes.
So, Victor's back is currently to the party. He's just kind of clutching the staff with both hands, and he says, I will not force you to go where you do not wish to go. But I feel that the Ember Temple is the solution to many of our problems. You asked me what happens if we become like him. What indeed? To be strong, to have magic, to have strength, unmatched, to be able to do as you please, defend what is yours.
You mean power to protect what you want to protect, Victor?
Do you think she'll last? Like, that's far. And then we gotta come all the way back. And then save her. And it's just... That's a long time. He had like that creepy lady without the face. What if he does that to her?
Taylor does have a point, Victor. I guess thinking about the abbot, does he seem like he would hurt her?
I mean, he's completely unhinged. I mean, you could try an insight, but the DC would be pretty high because of the alien nature of the being, but you could definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the machinations of that creature are so far beyond your understandings that you're sort of left to speculate. You're not even sure. I mean, he could decide that she needs to be protected at all costs. He could also decide that maybe he could make improvements. ... It's one of those things that, like, your imagination could just get, carried away with itself. I guess the question Leo Jason would come down to is Father Radislav in any way equipped to guide the abbot in a manner, or persuade him in a manner, or kind of detour him in a manner that would keep her safe? And then, to what end? But that's like a bigger question, right? That's the Barovia question. To what end, right? To what end is any of this?
Who knows what he'll do with Irenia and Robin, and we're only alive because of her.
Yeah.
I'd like to pay it back and unrolling the map. Alright, if we're Krezek, your temple is somewhere over here in these South Mountains. It's going to take us either by the... wait, no. The trail goes by the vineyard and goes south, and then supposedly heads over to the temple. Are we okay with leaving the hags up?
Well, if we want to do anything, we got. Wait, which hag?
And the only hag that matters.
Lasagna? We've got 1, 2. We got like 4 days, right?
Yes, I'm assuming it'll take us 4 days or 3 days to get to the temple.
Oh, I can calculate that.
I mean, even if we stopped by the vineyard, picked up the stone, who knows, we might need it.
Okay. So, I'm assuming you want roads most of the way?
Yeah, or a little dotted road that may or may not be a road system on our map.
So that'll bring you along the western edge of the mountains, and then up into Toslenka Pass. And then that would bring you around the mountains. And then the road up into the mountains. And at that point, you kind of have to stay on the road because the cliffs are incredibly steep and treacherous leading up. So it's 80 miles. That would be road the whole time, though. Kind of wild that such a dangerous place is road leading all the way to it.
And 80 miles correlates to how many days for us?
Yeah. You guys have fast travel now, right?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, hold on a sec. So you are going to pass on that route one major landmark, Toslenka Pass, which you will have to navigate because it is in the dungeon category, essentially. You could try to go around it, but that would put you guys into mountainous encounter charts. So technically, I'd have to scout your route to there instead. So that would be about 60 miles to Toslenka Pass. Alright, so I'll calculate that.
Does the talking frog know anything about this pass?
Let me check. Alright. Let's see. Toslenka Pass, is a gravel road that ravels through and around Mount Gacchus. Begins at the crossroad of the Raven River, and includes a stone bridge that passes over the Luna River.
Mount Gacchus. Our dang maps are wrong again. The mountains are on the wrong spot.
Well, Mount Gacchus is in the south, right? On your map, is it not?
Yes, but I thought maybe the pass was this bridge that you just mentioned, and that's nowhere near the Mount Gacchus. So,
oh well, a pass is like a road. So like you would be like the whole road is the pass, like not just the bridge, but like in this instance, the pass represents like the route. Yeah.
I mean, seeing how accurate our map is with hand-drawn mountains in it,
It's great. What are you talking about? Alright, so let's see. Normal terrain, by road, 60 miles is 2.5 days. So that's not too bad.
Alright.
Alright.
2.5 days to the pass. Rooks are on the table.
And then
Robin, are you fit to move?
You're only passing through one crossroad on the way there. So you're just looking at 1, 2. So you're looking at 6 checks.
I have 2 injuries, so I've got torn muscles and an injured back.
How many wounds do you have?
I mean, probably 2, right? 1 for each.
I would assume 2, but I'm double checking.
So you need at least 3 days of rest.
Well, she can remove her wound by going bathing.
And then then remove 1 room when you long rest, and then the 2 long rests to remove each injury.
Well, we sleep tonight, heal up, and then take a day. We go to the vineyard, say hello to our good friends, pick up a stone. Robin can rest her legs for another day, and then on to the pass.
So we're going to the Amber Temple without taking out the hags.
Well, again,
Whatever we find in the temple, we'll probably be able to take care of our hag problem.
I mean, they'll be in. Well, we need to do it during the new moon. Remember? Oh, you weren't there. We learned that she's weakest and only killable during a new moon when she does a ritual. But I mean, like, there'll be a new moon next month.
Oh, did you guys miss the new moon for her? Is that
No.
It's in 3 days.
Yep, 3 days.
what?
Yeah, the 9th, right?
10th.
The 10th.
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at your calendar. It says
Oh
that
no,
you guys.
it's a new. If it's supposed to be a new moon, then it's not until 25th.
Let me double check. Hold on.
Oh no,
Oh,
it
the
might
10th,
be the
right?
full moon.
I thought it was the full moon.
Yeah,
It might be the full moon.
Yeah, I knew it was like a few days away, so.
Look, I just have a 6 intelligence, and I was told that I need to work on my role playing. So
Nice. DM inspiration, good stuff. Now I'm seeing it. I'm really immersed.
Is that a serious team inspiration? Because I'll take
sure.
it. I'm down
Yeah, go
bad,
for
bro.
it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, unless we've all been very confused, or the calendar got changed in the update, I was pretty sure it was the full moon.
Okay.
So,
Then yeah, it's
Yeah.
the 10th still.
Yeah, I knew it was like just a handful of days away.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing, and this is what I'm noticing, like, because the Outlaw games I'm running are so on rails, it's like Final Fantasy 16 on rails. And then we got over here, and we've got, like, Horror Skyrim. And it's like, I know from feedback from all 3 groups that sandbox like this is very overwhelming. So it can be hard with so many things you could do, deciding what to do. So I do get that.
Yeah, do we need to take on Baba Lasagna? Is that a thing that
Well,
like what is the
what we
benefit?
were planning to do?
some people
What?
are being cursed.
Well,
No, she's not the one cursing us.
No,
Okay,
that's where
those
the
are
two-
other hags.
But that's where the 2
Yeah,
hags
that's-
are going to go there during the full moon. That's what we found out. When to do the ritual, the 2 other hags go there.
Look, yeah, all I know is every time I punch something, my brain hurts.
wait, the 2 other hags are
My
going to go there for the
nose
ritual?
That's what we heard, right?
Yeah, I don't think we got
That
that info.
they're her daughters, and then they're gonna. What we
What?
learned about her wasn't
No,
that what we heard?
I don't.
Yeah, I was on the same page with that. Yeah.
Way to go on that intelligence, bro.
You know what, guys? I take everything back. This is fantastic. I'm overwhelmed now. I'm so immersed. Wow, where do we even begin? Okay. Alright. I'll head back over to the map page. Okay. So, Dan, please don't kill your fated ally, but this weak, skinny man, who you know has strong magic, but is physically very frail, he's going to look at you, and he's going to point to the murder board. And he's going to say, Baba Lysaga is called a hag, but is a wizard. The hags, they lived at the windmill with Morgantha. Hags need 3 hags to be a coven. To make more hag, they had to steal baby. We saved a woman, remember? And then
And her son.
her boy died. It was terrible. And then they were mad at us, obviously. But if those 2 are still at large, they probably just stole some other woman. I did not say anything because it felt like it would just upset everyone. But, I mean, it's not like you can't just get another pregnant lady.
So Baba Uzadia is not a hag.
No.
I mean, I remember, but I thought she was working with the 2, with the 3.
Oh no, I thought she was always a hag.
He was working with the druids, the faithless.
And she has one of the stones.
Yeah, I know about
Does
the stone.
have one of the stones, yes.
Yes, which
So if the Seeker wishes to complete their mission, they do need the stone.
I also
but the
need to
pass will also take us to Mount Gacchus, which is where a bird is.
Yes,
So-
the
So
rock
that
of
means
Mount
the rock.
Gacchus.
That means we have no way of finding where the other 2 hags are to stop the curse.
Well, there was a plan. We were going to go to bed in a circle. I remember talking about that. but there
Yes,
was-
circle of magic.
Wait, what? You guys have too many conversations when I'm not around.
I have this spell that Van Richten taught me, Magic Circle. It is expensive and difficult to cast. But they do have the materials here in Kresik. Powdered
150 gold.
silver.
You do have 150 gold.
But that would get us 1 casting of the spell.
With Baba Lasagna, will she next full moon have the same vulnerability, or is this our only opportunity with this?
No, I think we remember because I remember helping the doctor with the book, and I think it was like every full moon she goes down and does her thing. It wasn't like this is the only chance, There's more moons.
I guess the question is, do we want to go to the Amber Temple without having all 3 stones?
Well, do we need all?
The
Three
stones are
stones?
not like a passcode to get in.
I know, but they will help.
Oh, yeah, they're power, right? I mean, you have
provide
the 1
power.
stone, right? And what's it do?
I don't know.
Does it help you kill angels?
Robin
I don't have any stone.
Oh,
Robin has the stone. It's
Oh.
what gives her druid powers. I can create a
Yeah, you-
bonfire. I can.
You
hold
returned
the
1
earth.
stone to Davian.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
you have the stone of summer that you took from the oven at the windmill.
And make a shield from fire. A couple other things.
Hmm. Did we ever figure out what the one we gave to Debian did?
Something.
I mean, if it's similar to, if it's like opposite of fire, it probably has similar abilities to fire, reversed. So whatever Robin's stone does, it might do. Similar things in the flavor, more appropriate for winter.
I mean, The stone has been very helpful for a number of things, but it hasn't been. There's nothing on it that's. It gives us some magic, but it's not
And do
game
do
changing
they
for us.
like, like get better when you get more? Like
No,
multiplication.
that's a good question. That's a good question. Davy and Mardukov might know that. I don't know. I don't think any information like that has been gleaned by the party yet.
All right.
Yeah, I think we should talk to Devian.
I mean, he's technically on the way. If you were, still, if you're gonna go that way, like that is on the way.
I feel really bad about leaving Arena to who knows what. I can't even imagine, but I mean, we already lost. So like,
I mean, if you guys wanted to try
right
to
now, why
convince,
would we win?
if you wanted to try to convince Viktor to go, you could. But in fights, I mean, Purple and Isaac, I mean, they're some heavy lifters for you guys. And like, you'd be starting the fight all over again. So they could be dropping 3 attacks per round on you guys. I mean, not to mention their brains getting melted.
But we could leave them here.
That's true.
But I mean,
you have the benefit here of knowing the abbot's true nature. So, well, at least the core party does.
Victor thinks it's too risky to do it now. I'll heed his opinion, and we should go to the temple, get whatever he needs.
What Victor?
Maybe that could even heal Arena if she's injured. Who knows what's in there?
So what he witnessed, right, made him think that going to the Ember Temple would be a better idea. Like, that's how the fight went for Victor, from his standpoint. And I mean, again, OOC, he watched all of you, like, lose your minds, and then it was just him and, like, Father Radoslav and Irenia trying to, like, fight this invisible enemy and just getting, like, shut down, Like, so... Yeah, like, his morale is just destroyed in regards to... Yeah. Would he be convinced to go back? Oh, sure. I mean, he could definitely be convinced to go back if you had, like, a high charisma, like, person roll on him and be like, yeah, bro, what are you doing? The question is, again, what are you guys gonna do? Like...
Guys, this is not us abandoning Arena. We will come back for her. I wouldn't be able to face Isaac or Ismark without Arena.
We have to have more power before we can go back in there.
I don't know. I feel like we're just gonna go to this place and like look for, an angel killing weapon or like power, but like I've seen you guys get power and you're all fucked up. Like bad. Jason's a demon.
Excuse me?
I said what I said. Anne's a giant. She's got a second head. That wants to eat babies.
What?
I've never seen Anne eat a baby. That's
When you
hearsay.
say that,
It's on fire.
Both our heads lick their lips.
Oh, no.
Isaac's on fire, and then there's the Dark Lord, and we all know how fucking crazy he is, and I just feel like we're gonna go there and we're gonna be worse off than we are, and it just doesn't seem like the golden ticket, To me,
There is
at
no
least.
golden ticket here. There's
The amber
We're
Yeah,
ticket.
but
gonna
it's
land
being talked
without-
about like a golden ticket.
It would be an amber ticket.
Yes, an amber ticket. But I mean,
It's
I mean,
been a place that's on
the
our list to
alternative
go.
is us marching up that hill again.
You know,
And-
maybe I'd rather do that and fight my fight than end up like this. And she fucking points at you.
No. Maybe our calendar did get messed up because I looked it up and it is the new moon. We were focused
I
on
swore
the...
we had more than 4 days. Like,
No, you guys weren't. You guys
We were
weren't in
always-
You weren't in October yet either, right? You guys were.
No, we were.
We were always talking about the 10th. I know it was the 10th. I remember
Yeah,
it was
it-
always the 10th. Now whether that was a
right
new moon
that
or a
first
full
week.
moon, I'm not sure. But I know it was always the 10th.
or is it the 6th? I don't know.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. I don't want to boot up the other game to like check their calendar, but I kind of do to see if it copied all the settings, even though I told it not to.
And you know, Wayne, he had like wormy eyes. You
Hmm.
know,
He did have wormy eyes.
What happened to Wayne?
he died because of me, but still, I don't think I don't know. If that's what you guys want, I'll follow you, but I don't know if it'll help us like you think it will.
The abbot seems unstable. If something that could attack his mind, I feel it would go a long way.
Like,
We can still
Taylor
stop
looks-
by
Taylor looked
the
helpless, like,
the vineyard on the way and pick up the other stone.
I mean, what's at the Amber Temple? What are we walking into?
isn't it like a prison of evil?
So a bunch of the Voldemorts.
I guess we look at the frog.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, he is from there.
Yeah. He's warming himself by the fire. He says, so you're serious about going to the Amber Temple?
Always.
Wow. Well, where do we start? Secret Society of Good Aligned Wizards built the Amber Temple, blah, blah, blah. You guys familiar with all this part, or no? Should I just start from the beginning?
I think that's best.
Alright, so, before these lands was Barovia. There was, lands before that. And before they were the lands before that, there was the ancient lands of Centaurus. And there was a primal place, deeply connected to the Feywild. A thin place, you might say. A place of planar distortion. Ley line ran all through it. The natives, they lived in harmony. Spirit. All that changed from... I'm just kidding. So then, what happened was, this order of goodly wizards, monks, and clerics, they got it into their heads that they could tap into the magics of this valley, this, and then use it to build a prison. A prison for evil. And so, they hired adventurers, traveled the plains, distanced all these different worlds, and they gathered up, captured and defeated all these evils. Now, here's the thing. You may have figured this out, but if you're strong enough, if you got the blood of heroes, or you're a god or something, you don't just die, right? You don't stick. So, all these heroes was going out and fighting these evils over and over and over again. They're always just coming back, over and over and over again. Well, this order of the Amber Temple, they were fixing to change that, you see. What if evil wanted to be eternal? It could, but they was going to take it off the field, lock it away, And for a time, it was working. But as is the nature of these things, something so evil, something so dark, it has an energy about it. It changes the world around it, changes reality. Put enough of those things in one place, well, that radiation is going to come leaking out. And one by one, all the members of the Order of the Amber Temple, they lost their marbles, went crazy. A lot of killing, cannibalism, things you don't really want to talk about. In the end, the Order destroyed itself, and it was lost to history and memory. So, when you fast forward a bit, that's when your buddy, the Dark Lord, right? He comes to the valley, conquers it, renames it Barovia, frees the natives from their local warlord, Kavan, and then, well, in return for saving them from Kavan, you know, they started to kind of worship him as sort of a hero. To give him the power to defeat Kavan, they offered to perform the ancient rite, binding him to the land. My best understanding is that Mr. S, he assumed it was all just a bunch of hillbilly hedge wizard magic, but truth came out. Yeah, he truly was bound to the land. It made him nigh invincible. So he rode down Kavan, he conquered the valley, he liberated the people from the local warlord, he brought in his own people, and in the idolatry of victory, he began to pursue something that had always been of great interest: the arcane arts. And that's where my master comes in. The master was brought in before everything fell apart. Him ways of arcane magic. Remember, he was a fast learner, greedy for power. He always wanted more than Master was willing to give him. And then, of course, there was that fateful night, and the change, and now we're here. He's a vampire. My master looked into what happened, and everything sort of pointed him towards the Amber Temple. He took it upon himself, in secret, begin to study the Amber Temple, look for a way to undo what had happened, and break the bindings, etc., etc. But exposure, he lost some marbles too. So what kind of place is the Amber Temple? Well, it's the most horrible place you're gonna go. There's things locked away in there that there was a good reason for it. They'll promise you things. They'll give you things. They'll make you as powerful as you want to be. Price. With Xantha's mind shattered, he'll be a liability for sure. I would prefer you didn't kill him, because that would kill me as well. I think he deserves a bit better than that. There are demons, undead, horrors beyond your imagination, lurking behind every corner. And there's power to be had for sure. Spades.
Is there like anyone good there, you know, that just wants to give you power because, you know, they want you to do good stuff?
No one ever gives anything away for free. Not even friendly nature spirits. And he kind of turns his body and blinks both eyes at Robin. But I haven't
Blinks
been
back, she has no
completely
idea.
truthful with you. I managed to escape on my flying book, but then, you know, the rock knocked me out of the air and I lost my flying book and etc, and now we're here. But I was honestly surprised the rock paid me no mind. Maybe it really didn't, you know, produce some bad luck. But there's a guardian put in place by the Dark Lord. It's a dragon. It guards the path up to the temple.
Dragon?
Wait, this is on top of the password needed to get in.
He didn't mention a password. Oh wait, was there a password?
There was, but we know it.
Oh, yeah. Wait. So we need to go fight a dragon to get in so that we can get power from demons. Looks at Jason.
Well,
So
not all
that
of them demons. Some of them are greater gods of evil. Some of them are prime evils that transcend God.
Are there any like neutrals? Like I know not evils, not that good, but is there any like neutrals in there? You know, like
Well, I'll be honest. I sort of made it a point to try and disconnect my mind from Xanthus as much as possible when I saw him start to lose it. It's part of why my memory's been so shaky.
mm,
Hey,
so there's a
I don't think we've
there's
ever
a
met
chance of neutrals.
anything neutral here.
No,
And-
I'm just saying, if I need to get power to save Irenia, then I just don't want it from a demon or primeval.
Okay.
Now, some of them are devils.
Devils?
How we're going to get more things like that, and points at the staff.
Yeah, Viktor kind of looks at him and says, I thought this was a place of power. There are no treasuries, no weapons, caches. And the frog just kind of looks at him and says, oh, this, you know, there's a fair bit of treasure here and there. You know, your buddy, Mr. S, he's made a few trips up there himself. So, no doubt there's some missing treasure, say. You know, yes, right. But even he treads with care and caution in the Ember Temple. Because he's no fool, and he knows when he's out of his depth. And the frog looks hard at Viktor and he says, my whole purpose is to save my master's mind. And sorry, Viktor, but I think that you're trying to take a shortcut to power. That's going to cock it all up for me.
You have the amber ticket. He wants the amber ticket.
All right, let's go back to the pass and the dragon. Like a living dragon.
How big is this dragon?
Yeah. How big?
Oh, it's pretty huge.
Does it sleep during the day?
A house, I suppose. Oh, don't sleep. It's an undead spirit,
Oh.
like a ghost dragon.
Oh.
Of course it is. Wait, is it that same dragon that's at the that used to rise up against him?
Oh, organ vassal. You know, it might just be. That would be pretty. That would be his style, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that seems.
Maybe we take the day to think on it. Robin needs to rest up. And even if we're heading south, probably be wise to maybe find a guide or something. Somebody who knows the mountains.
Hey, do you know someone that knows the way to the Amber Temple? We'll pay him 1 copper a day. I don't know if we're gonna find a guide, but we could try.
Yeah, we can ask around town, see if we dig up something.
Yeah, sure. Oh, regarding Toslenka Pass, Viktor, I rolled a history check for him. Thought did not know anything, but Viktor would tell you that high up in the slopes of Mount Gacchus, a narrow trail winds precariously towards the Amber Temple. The trail opens up as it nears a stone gatehouse. Toslenka Pass is that gatehouse. Long ago, long before Strahd's arrival in Barovia, he doesn't say Strahd's name, it was originally constructed by the wizards of the Amber Temple and used to transport goods and materials. In addition to those goods and materials, it was also used to transport the large blocks of amber that were used in the temple's construction. After the temple fell, the pass and its structures fell into disrepair. For centuries, ice and snow buried all signs of the Amber Temple and its activities. Eventually, the dragon Argynvost and his knights uncovered the area and rebuilt the structures. And for decades, they used the area as an outpost, guarding passage to the temple, and keeping watch for anyone foolish enough to seek the darkness in its depths, or anything might get out. However, Strahd's conquest of Barovia forced most of the knights to withdraw from the area to fight a fruitless war against him, and the garrison eventually fell. Alright. So I guess it would sound like the Knights of Argynvost have a history with the Amber Temple and Toslenka Pass. To further complicate things. Alright. Well,
I mean, we could just, make our way down, like, take the map that we have and just make our way down the list. Rest up, get our guide, buy the materials for the magic circle, head out, stop at the winery, go from the winery to Argynvost, go from Argynvost to the Baba Lasagna, then from Baba Lasagna back to the pass that leads us to Amber Temple. If we need to take a long rest on the, anything that happens to us on the way there, we have to find up. We can, maybe double back to the winery.
Yeah, but that puts saving Arena pretty far down the list. And I think that should be higher up the list.
I also fixed the calendar so that the new moon is on the 10th. Don't know what happened, but it's fixed now.
Question is, what is at the Ember Temple that's going to save Irene?
Something that does mind damage.
Look, man, you can, after the session, you can load up Baldur's Gate 3 and have all the tentacle fantasy you want to have come to real life.
Whoa, there's you mean Navarre's black tentacles, right? Like that's the only tentacles that I remember from that
game. But I mean, Taylor, honestly, I just don't see it in her character to want to go get power.
Where is Taylor at right now? This is like a lot of shit happening.
Taylor, we're getting power to save Arena.
You already got the power when, Leo drank you, and I don't ever want to see that again.
Also, OOC, Leo, Jason, and Anne. The idea of going to the Ember Temple creates like dopamine in your minds, like a child, like a child.
Why do you think I'm suggesting that?
Yeah. Like a child being told, like, we could go to Disney World, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. So there's definitely some vibes there. Robin, you would be having sort of an opposite feeling based on your role as the Seeker. You don't really see any point to go to the temple, but you do need to seek out the Kavani who live near to Slinkapass to get the rest of the information you need.
I mean, Robin's always happy to go smite evil, though. So going to an evil temple, she's not opposed to from that angle. Just she will probably want to smite more things than, and she does need to go kill a rock that is nearby.
Fair.
But her back really hurts, so she is listening, but mostly just.
You heading off to Magic Hands?
Yeah.
Rest. Okay. Winery, temple.
Do we have enough time to do all that?
I'm be honest.
I mean, like, are we just giving up on the hag? We're not going after her anymore? After the wizard lady?
Yeah.
Right, I know. That's why I was correcting myself.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a reputation of being hag-like, but she is, per your intel and your information from Van Richten and all that, she is a powerful wizard. Sometimes lady wizards are called witches.
So rest, winery, Lazaga, and temple.
I think Taylor would rather go get the doctor, save Irina.
By doctor, you mean
Dr. Richten.
Richten, okay.
Do we think he can help us?
I think so. Why is this poll still at the top?
I'm getting rid of it before it gets. The new poll looks real good. The new poll's real nice. So, the original creator came back out of retirement and updated the Forians poll, so it's real nice.
I think we're gonna use it here. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Would he? I've never interacted with him. I've never interacted with him, so I don't know if he would actually help. He's just a guy I've heard about.
Well, he knows how important Irina is, so I think he would help. But that just being said, speaking about how important Irina is, you know who I think would help?
Mr. S.
The dark one, yeah. I think we could just start saying his name and tell him what happened, and he'd be here in an instant.
Do we want to involve him?
I want to save Irenia. At any cost.
Besides getting dark powers.
But you'll use a different dark power to save her.
Taylor,
the scene's very judgmental.
Okay, well, the power at the Amber Temple, that's like a big question mark, alright? I've met this guy a few times, and you know what? I don't like him, but, you know, I feel like I understand how he works. You know, you guys just want to go and knock on the devil's door and be like, hey, you want to help me kill an angel? Who knows if that'll work?
It seems like the Amber Temple was a goal that the Dark Lord was floating in front of us as well. It seemed like he might have business that he wished us to attend to there if we were to call on him.
When was this conversation?
If I'm recalling, it was... briefly. If I'm recalling, it was, I think, in the courtyard.
Oh, yeah, I remember when...
Leaving.
It was mostly... I only got like 4 days of memory with Jason.
Yeah. But before I relayed that, I just wanted to verify that was correct. Robin would, back in character, she would explain about the trip over to... the accidental trip over to the castle and the encounter with the Dark Lord.
So far in your poll, I have ask Van Richten for help, tell Strahd what happened, Amber Temple, focus on the Seeker Path, hunt down the remaining Windmill Hags, hunt down Baba Lysaga, go ask Knights of Argynvost if they know anything, rematch the Abbot as is, need to convince Viktor.
Yeah, see,
So
I
this-
don't understand why you
this-
say...
This temple, or not temple, this teleport you guys did, can it be used backwards? Is that how he's going to get here so quickly?
Well, yeah, he's like, you know...
He's powerful.
Yeah.
Well, I know he's powerful, but even a bird only flies so fast.
Well, I mean, like...
Actually, to bring science into it, bats fly like so fast.
We've seen him outside twice, right? At Yesterhill, and in the Battle of the 100 Dead.
When he brought us the
body, the werewolf.
The werewolf.
Yeah,
he just
when
went back to the castle and came back in minutes.
Yeah. I hope that's not accurate, because that is fucking terrifying.
Well,
is that sustained,
Is that a
or is that like a...
That is
Wait,
definitely
is that like-
That's definitely not sustained. These are small mammals with super metabolisms that are always having to feed. Yeah, but
That's
yeah.
like a cheetah can run for like 30 seconds or whatever before.
But on average, 15 miles per hour. For sustained flights.
He could be here in a couple hours.
But if he's...
Then we get the
He can be here instantly.
But here's the thing, you don't need to worry about sustained flights if you're immune to exhaustion. So, maybe he do fly 100 miles per hour.
I mean, he was able to run back to the...
But I mean, Kresik's such a holy place, then he's not welcome here, you know?
I mean, it's his land, he's welcome everywhere.
Wow, you wanna be his PR agent? There's an opening for that.
I think he already offered us that job, right?
Yeah, he needs a new tax man.
We did not technically turn it down yet. We said, hey, we'll get back to you.
But does that sound like enough? That's 8 different things.
well, I'm about to introduce another one.
Oh, okay.
This circle or portal you guys found, could that just take us in? We get past everything?
Oh.
I mean, it takes us into the castle, into the crypts.
Crypt, yeah.
Is that the only place it goes, or
That's
It's the only
what I'm
place that
wondering.
that one goes. We know that there are more portals out there. I believe we were told there's one somewhere.
In the Amber
What is
Temple.
is there's one in the Amber Temple, right? Isn't that one of the
Yep. Yep.
things? And there may be others as well.
But again, Thought has kind of revealed why he doesn't remember a ton of stuff. It's because as the familiar of Exanther, familiar and caster have shared, you know, their minds are linked, and he doesn't want his mind poisoned like Exanther's got poisoned. But in doing that, he doesn't have, you know, the same capacity that he had when he was the full-on familiar.
So I'm seeing rest, buy the materials for the magic circle, head out, and on the way to wherever we're going next, sleep with the magic circle, take care of the hags if we can, and then I'm still thinking, like, as soon as we leave, the best place to go is either, I guess, depending on which direction we're going, either go to the tower or go to the winery.
So Rest Hag Winery.
I didn't
Hag
put
Winery or
winery in
Rest
there.
Hag Tower.
Well, winery and temple are the same.
I mean, the winery with fast travel, the winery's like one check away, or two, because you go through a crossroads, like 2 checks away, right? So.
And then from the winery, we can either go to Temple or Baba Zaga. If we go to the tower, we can come back to Krezk or teleport to the. I guess what would be the goal of teleporting to the castle?
I guess to notify Strahd.
I mean, we could probably just say. I mean, what we learned is that he scries on anybody who says his name. So
I think if we just say it 3 times, we summon him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
If you do a musical number, that's
I have musical instruments.
fair. So it is 30 miles by road to the Wizards of Wine, because indie roads.
I guess my hesitation about the hags is that it's self-serving ourselves over Armenia.
I mean, how are we going to save Irenia by doing 1 sleep to go for the hag?
Well, is 34 HP going to save Armenia?
Maybe, I don't know.
We need a bonus to end saves. We need to go somewhere where you can get the crazy exchange for that. Unless we want to try to get a isolistic wizard out of a tower to help us.
Is on our way of traveling, we have to camp at some point. So while we camp, we do the thing. Whichever direction we're going.
Yeah, I guess my thing is to hit the hag. The hag is not on a road, and it's on the other side of the mountains, so we can't hit.
Not Baba Lazaga, the hags that are cursing us.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
but-
want to try to track down the hags that are cursing you?
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
we don't have any
all
way
we
to track them though.
All we have to do
Our
is
plan-
sleep with the magic circle, right?
That's our plan.
They'll come
yeah.
and curse us and get trapped in the magic circle, and then we fight them.
Well, we don't know if they actually show up in person.
Well, from what I guess, I don't know if we did. Was this said before, where that the way it's working is that?
And Rickton suggested this because they are traveling ethereally to feed on you.
Mhm.
But the magic circle should be able to snare them even if they're ethereal.
Yeah. So the idea is to sleep in a place where they're willing to come and feed on us, then walk in and try and feed on us while we're sleeping inside the magic circle. They get ensnared. And then
Okay.
we wake up and fight them.
All right, so we can just do that on the road.
Yeah, anywhere on the road.
Okay.
As long as it's in a place where they're willing to come and feed on us, which
My
they
bad.
haven't.
That
been-
was
they
my
haven't been-
As long
misunderstanding.
as you pick up 100 gold worth of silver.
We have 150
powder.
gold right now.
Okay.
That gives us one chance, right? I mean,
Right.
they haven't been doing it every night, so
Not since we've been in Krezk.
Well, again, Krezk is considered a pretty good place, so
They haven't been
Yeah.
coming over here. The only place they don't do it to us, they've done it pretty much every night except for when we slept in Krezk or when we sleep in the tower.
I don't think they did it too when you slept in. Well, you didn't sleep in Castle Ravenloft, right? When you guys
No. We got
oh no,
yeah, we left.
snooping around.
Yeah, we
Okay.
left.
Imagine how different the story would have been.
no, we swept out on the road, and the werewolves came by, and they were like, "Nope." Okay, okay, that works better with me, and then we can pick up the zone, and we'll head south. We can hit secret stuff on the way.
I don't think the whole party wants to do that.
Got to come up with something that you guys can agree to do, because you can't survive alone.
We can find a guide. There's got to be
Going to
someone
see
here.
boats.
If we ask around town, I mean, who's actually gonna find an abbot again? Right? But there's got to be somebody that will be a guide to go through mountains.
Do we want to assume that you guys at least asked around today about Mount Gacchus and that sort of thing? Because I'm assuming with Robin needing to rest and get fixed up, and the gold that you're going to donate for that, and then you got to track down this silver that he needs. You're going to purchase that. So you're going to be, spending the rest of the day in Krezk. So do you want to ask around for, like, hey, do you guys have anyone that knows the mountains, or do you know of anyone that knows those mountains?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I probably wouldn't do it, but yeah, I don't mind if the group does that.
Oh, perfect. One, you hear about David's new character.
Yeah.
Perfect. But you guys also hear about a dusk elf, who lives outside of Valakai, in that small sort of like hill home community. And his name is, I believe, Kesimir, and he is. Let me see. Let me grab this information real quick. Oh, here we go. So the Dusk Elves, yes, Casimir Velikor, Velikov, is an expert on Mount Gacchus and the many secrets that it hides. Half of your rogues, so I figure you'd probably be able to get this. Secret
Sounds like the
information.
perfect guide we need.
Yeah. In fact, he has been trying for a long time to recruit heroes, mercenaries, outsiders, anyone strong and brave enough to take him up the mountain one last time.
Dot dot dot.
Well, we're also the perfect party for that.
So I mean, that's a big yellow exclamation mark right there. What?
Yeah. How much
Remy,
does it
what
cost?
color are the exclamation marks if they're core story? What color are they if they're core story?
If they're core
Are they
story,
blue?
If
Well,
they're usually a
no,
different symbol. It's not a question mark.
no,
It's
they're
like
yellow, but they have a border around them. You know, they're
Oh,
very
okay.
glowy.
Oh
But
yeah.
there's constantly a notification on your maps or on your
Okay.
screen saying, "Go talk to Casimir about."
It's
So
a
when
C
when you
instead
guys
of
hear
a
about
question mark.
Casimir Velikov, that shit's shining like the fucking sun. Like that's a bright yellow exclamation mark right there. Wow 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 wow. But the guy that is recommended is a dude named, I believe I'm pronouncing this right, Anatoly Kaminsky, question mark, and
Yes.
he goes, his nickname is Stone. He is considered by the tough ass people of Kresvik to be one of the toughest fuckers in town.
And also has a very shitty personality, hence the nickname Stone.
Yeah.
He has the personality of a stone.
He is he's an odd duck, but reliable and skilled. But he ran out of fucks years ago. The fields where he grew them became fallow and salted, and no fucks have grown in many years. But they tell you where you could find him.
I mean, we might as well talk to him. You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Mr. Stone. Let's go
That
see
sounds
him.
that sounds fun. That sounds like some Dungeons and Dragons shit. All right. There we go. I'll throw this handsome fella down for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
he looks like he already lives in the mountains.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen this character at least 30 times in 30 different war movies.
Yeah. He rough and rowdy. He's rough and rowdy for sure. All right. So yeah, give us an establishing shot. Where would they find this guy? What would he be doing? Keep in mind it would probably be about 5:30, so close to sunset when they track him down.
You could find him by but away from the stalls where there's food available. He would be sort of, again, separate from the mass of people, sort of hunched over, eating some stew. You could hear him quietly muttering to himself, "This is not as good as mother's. This needs paprika, salt. It's cheap." Just sort of muttering to himself about the quality of the food. And people are giving him a wide berth because he's got a face that only a mother could love. Clearly, he had some childhood illnesses. He's got, scars and pockmarks on his face. And it also looks like he's been through some shit. So, scratches and, healed wounds on his face, on his arms. And he has a very... he doesn't have a musket slung across his back. He has a blunderbuss. So he likes to get in close when doing his work.
Mm. All right, so you guys would see this individual sitting, muttering to himself. A pretty big guy, right? Like physically, is he like Parpel and Isaac big, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
6
All right.
foot. I mean, not like gorilla size like Isaac is.
Yeah.
But like big,
Okay.
like farm boy strength. Like his muscles are built over, humping it over the roads, getting the bar fights, not time spent, working out in between guard shifts. It's raw power.
Got it.
And
Okay.
periodically, you'll see him just like scratching the back of his ear, kind of like a dog. It's a weird tick, but yeah.
All right, who's got this?
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes. What?
I asked around a bit. Your name came up a bit. Are you interested
Who are
in a
you?
job?
Who's asking?
I'm Jason. I was out of hand to shake.
I don't shake.
All right.
You can sit. And he'll gesture for you to sit on a stone or a stump that's nearby, but not too close.
Jason was sitting, kind of leaned forward, elbows on his knees. We're looking for another traveling partner to help escort a guide heading south. Didn't know if you'd be interested in making some coin.
I'm interested, but how many people, and are you looking for more men, or just guide?
We have this guide. He's also a client. Wants to be taken south to the mountains. We could use your services. Help him, make sure he gets to look around, see what he wants to see.
Client? What client?
I'm blanking on the name out of character.
Oh, it's in chat. Kasimir Velikov.
Kasimir Velikov. You heard of him?
So Stone, you would have heard of this guy because of his mutual interest in the mountains of Gakkus. In fact, I would assume that at some point in your life/career, you have met with the man to discuss Mount Gakkus and its many secrets. He is a horror show, a living testament to how much pain and suffering a living being can endure and still go on. He was, and still is, the leader of the Dusk Elves when they crossed Strahd von Zarovich, and he was made an example of for the surviving males to always look to and see what happens when you finally cross that line.
Tough bastard. Okay.
Oh, okay, you'll take the job?
Yes.
Wonderful. We have a place at the lodgings here central in town. If you wanted to swing by and meet everyone, otherwise, we leave tomorrow.
Okay. How many days on the road?
Oh man,
Probably be
Jason,
7 or 8.
Yeah, you're looking at 2 weeks probably, with all the places you guys are talking about going.
Okay. I get enough food.
Yeah, we make lots of food on the road. There'll be plenty of it.
Wait. You make food?
Now,
Hmm.
Kresik's small enough, Anatoly, that you'd be aware of them, and likely you were asked to march on the Abbey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of he's asking about if Jason makes food. Like he's questioning.
Oh! That's the real concern here. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't personally cook it, but we do have a cook.
Are they good? No lies.
I'd say they're serviceable.
I get food.
Okay.
I cook for you all. Extra, though.
All right, extra then. You get an extra piece of any loot that we find.
Is good. I'll come by after I finish this. Just sort of holding up his bowl.
Hmm.
He wants to eat in peace, and then I'll come by.
Fair enough. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Jason, stand and leave him in peace.
Yeah. Victor moves to your side and says, well, this was easy. We get a cook and some kind of survivalist mountain man. And then we go to the outskirts of Valakai to get this Kesimir.
Yes, maybe everything works out. We'll safely retrieve Arenia sooner than later.
Yeah, when you say that to him, you see that he is completely heartbroken. That she was essentially taken, and that he was unable to do anything. And that he is not ashamed of you guys, but of himself for what happened.
I don't blame you for anything that happened, Victor. If anything, we let you down as much as we did her.
I suppose. Jason, you're here and... Well, Leo isn't. And I've always respected your stoic, your very stoic and reticent nature. I don't think anyone else knows, but I have feelings for Irenia. I have tried very hard to keep them a secret, though.
It's good to
Yes.
have someone to care for. To care
I
about.
thought I did not think that would be true, and at first I found her very obnoxious and stinky, but she grew on me, I guess, like she has grown on all of you. I found myself, during that fight, distracted. I have heard and read in stories that love can be this incredible strength, but It just feels like a weakness. Like I have given her power over me. And I don't know if I like how that feels. Have you ever been in love, Jason?
Well, it's like a true connection. That or Victor, I'm not much experienced in that. Few crutches here and there. Nothing that I would put on the line. For those matters, you're better off asking Wheel. He's had more encounters than, well, more than he deserves.
I suppose I will, when he comes. What is it like to share yourself in the manner that you do? Where do you go when he is here and you are away?
It's, I guess, peculiar, a little strange. Kind of like dreaming, I guess. Falling asleep. Sometimes you feel emotions. When I wake up, passed down, I think, from Leo. But I don't ever remember. Much like, at least my dreams, at least.
Jason, you died. What was it like? Where did you go? Do you remember any of it?
I remember being in the air. Being frozen. And then spinning, maybe toppling. And just darkness.
Just darkness. Nothing.
At least I didn't. I tried asking Anne once, because I still believe she died on those roads, so... Feels like so long ago, but I guess it's only been months. I believe she talked of a presence. Who knows what it was? Maybe it was one of our god. Maybe it was someone here. Maybe the Morning Lord. I don't know.
Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Sure thing, Victor. We're in this together.
Alright, you guys catch up with the rest of the group. Does anything else transpire during the day that we should know about? Taylor, Robin, Ann?
I mean, I think Robin's just trying to heal up, so.
Mm-hmm.
And went and got the went to go look for do the shopping.
Okay.
Taylor
Alright.
would have gone with Anne to make sure she didn't eat any babies.
Fair. Alright. So, you settle in for the night. And gain the benefits of a long rest.
How much money do we need to spend on that? We have 150. You went? Did you go and actually get a massage?
Do we have the money for it? I mean, if not, I can just.
20 gold.
Well, you're down 100 for ritual stuff, which I'll add to Victor's sheet.
All right, so I'll take away the 100. We're at 50 left after that.
How much is the massage?
I think 20 gold was the massage. But I mean, if you rest and don't spend the money, you can always lose 2 wounds by rolling on a Constitution saving throw. So I don't know if it's even worth it to spend the 20 gold for it.
But if I have wounds, I can't heal from injuries, right?
Yeah, and regardless, this rest you cannot heal from injury, even if you go get a massage, because you got to get rid of you have the rest with no injuries.
That's right. And I can only get rid of.
You guys reminded me. So, for all this time, we've only had wounds appropriate to non-magical damage. But now, thanks to the update, we have wounds for all damage types.
Oh.
I thought you guys would be a little bit happier. I mean, we can, you can get your face melted, get your balls burned off.
You mean injuries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Injuries, not wounds. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's very.
I hope I get the boss one over and over again.
Nice.
Well, Roman,
nice.
if you pass the con check, you'll get 2 wounds cleared.
Yeah, you get 2 wounds cleared, and you have 2 wounds right now. So
yeah, and then you could have a spring bath in the morning, and that'd get an energy right away before we left.
Yeah. I guess, can the massage get rid of an injury, or does it only get rid of wounds?
I believe it only gets rid of wounds. I'll open up the Kresik notes real quick.
Wait, so are we leaving? Because we didn't vote.
I thought we were staying. Yeah, I
I'm
thought we were
just saying,
staying.
like Jason went and offered this guy a job, and I'm sitting here like, what
I
fucking
went-
job?
I went around you.
Yeah,
saying,
I watched it.
It was an
watched it
executive
happen.
decision.
But as soon as this guy walks in, Taylor's gonna be like, "Who's that?"
So do we need a fresh poll? Because I mean, it kind of sounds like you guys are mostly in agreement where you're going to go.
The crew is going to try to mutiny. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, right
Yeah,
now the
but
poll
you
is
in
tied.
charge.
All right.
The poll is tied at Strahd versus Amber Temple. So.
Well, I mean, you could vote multiple votes. You could do both.
I mean, I voted for the stuff I wanted to vote for.
I
did too.
haven't voted at all.
All right. Okay, here.
I
So
did put a vote in on that.
I'm going to go to the most popular choices, and we'll do a refined poll. Here we go. We'll do Strahd.
I'm fine with either.
All right, we'll do Amber Temple Direct, and then we'll do Amber Temple Road Trip. Final Fantasy, what was it? 15 was the road trip one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know, 7's pretty much a road trip now that
Oof.
expanded.
No, I'm still working on it. I don't want to. Let's see.
I'm really just saying it's a big open world. It just goes.
Yeah, it sure feels like it. So Strahd is Amber Temple Direct, Amber Temple Road Trip. I will put no Amber Temple. Yes, lasagna. There we go. All right, and go. Yeah, I feel like if Strahd gets 3 and another one gets 3, I mean you can do both. You definitely do both of those. Unless you're planning to walk up to his house and tell him.
I mean, I feel like if we tell Strahd, we have to see what the outcome of telling him is before we can make any other decisions.
What if he's also upset with us for taking her there in the first place?
Ooh,
Yeah, there's
dang.
he could blame
What
us
if?
and then just take it out on us, right? Because if he goes saves her, he might just think she dies anyway, because that's what happens every time he saves her.
And
Dom, come on, man. I'm gonna kick you out of America. You gotta vote. Gotta do it.
There you go.
He
did
the same thing.
You can't vote no Amber Temple and Amber Temple. That's okay. Alright. Sounds like
God damn it.
telling Strahd, and if Strahd shows up during your Amber Temple road trip, you will deal with it when that happens. Okay. Locking it in. Alright.
Well, Taylor wants to tell Strahd and wait to see if he comes and tells us what to do.
Yeah,
Oh.
if we're telling
You wanna
Strahd
wait
to,
you wanna wait in Kresik to find out?
Well, we
yeah.
need to wait. We need to wait, and Robin needs to heal up anyhow. So, I mean,
Okay.
I think we should at least heal Robin. And if
Cool.
Strahd shows up before,
Hey man, it's your guys' sandbox. Whatever you guys want. Whatever you guys want, I'm here for you. I support you. Alright. So, in that case, you guys sleep that night. Before bed, there's a heated conversation between Taylor and Jason about him hiring a guide when they weren't even agreed on what they were going to do yet. Alright, so how do you plan? You going to do your Beetlejuice thing? Is that your play? Like, how do you guys want to get his attention? Because
that's
I'm
my
assuming before you go to bed that night, everyone's like, we're going to tell Strahd. We're going to tell him what happened here.
Now, also,
Alright, so how do you do it?
Let's tell them too. Let's say this one thing. I'll tell them too. Then we also reveal that we know about his obsession with Irenia, and we saw his obsession with Irenia. So I'm all for it. But just letting you know, this is gonna. That's probably might happen as well.
oh yeah, I mean it's definitely out of one firing pan into another fire.
Okay.
So.
I kind of feel like at the heat of this conversation about we hired a guy, but you didn't talk to us about hiring a guy. There's a knock at the door.
Oh no. Okay. Did you tell him to come by tonight, Leo? Or I
Who
mean,
is it?
Anytime he wanted to come by,
oh.
and he said he was gonna come by after he was done eating.
Okay. So he definitely took his time. All right. This is not. Oh. Whoops. Sorry about that. There's no Momo token anymore. I didn't realize that didn't work anymore. All right. So there's a knock at the door. And then
Taylor answers it.
Taylor answers it. Okay. All right.
Hello?
Are you just saying that through the door? Or did you open the door?
No, I opened the door. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Anatoly.
Anatoly. Oh. Can I help you, Mr. Anatoly?
That one hired me. And you see him point at Jason.
Hired you for what? Taylor look at Jason like he's a demon.
He's a guide and a cook.
Why would you buy a guide and a cook?
Because none of us know how to cook very well.
That's true. The food sucks.
He'll nod, but he's kind of looking at everybody's, and he's crowded in there.
Yeah, do you want to come in, Mr. Cook? Did he tell you what we do?
Anatoly, not cook.
Anatoly, did he tell you what we do?
He said you look to go to the mountain.
No. Come on in, buddy.
All right.
Jason, did you tell this guy we were going to mountain?
Well, yes, because we are.
What? We didn't agree on that.
I mean-
We had a long discussion about going and all types of activities to the south that we needed to do.
Victor says that we just voted. Now, admittedly, when Jason hired him, we maybe hadn't finalized the plans. I think that Jason was just trying to be a forward thinker.
Yes, foresight of the times to come.
Yes.
But we're still gonna do the other thing we said we were gonna do, right?
Isaac Strasny strides up to you, Anatoly Stone, 6'2", and he looks down at you. And definitely seems like this man is either like drunk or like he's disoriented, because it's taken him like a while as he kind of looks you over to make up his mind about you. You almost feel like he's used to operating at a certain speed. That speed has been reduced recently. And he says, "You look strong. It's good. I saw you with your big gun. You're a werewolf, eh?"
That too. But Vera can be fun too. And he'll unsling his blunderbuss and he'll pat it affectionately.
Well, I'm all for having more guns, but I mean, I just want to make sure he knows what he's getting into, because we kind of
So, what is that? You seem to be unsure yourselves.
Victor says, "Taylor, we can be plain speaking with him."
Yeah. So like we just fought an angel and lost, and then like sometimes.
Well, not that plain, but I.
Oh,
Angel.
it's intelligent, bro.
Brava,
We want
brava.
to fight the angel again.
You mean Abbott?
Oh, it's actually an angel,
Mm,
like divine being. It fucked my head up the first time I saw it.
Listen, we're going to the
Clearly.
Ember Temple. You're aware of the Ember Temple?
yes.
Now, we aren't saying you have to go inside with us, but we do need someone to guide us safely up the pass.
I can do that.
Alright, so I don't know how many years ago the fields where you grew your fucks became fallow, but since then, you have made it a habit of going up into the mountains. Whether or not you went up to the mountains to die, to test yourself against the elements, or what, but you are familiar that there are giants that live there, very savage and strong Kavani, who cling to the ancient ways of the original lands before, Strahd took over. Basically, they're like Kavan loyalists, even though Kavan was defeated like long ago. The Rock lives there. There's a ghost dragon, and these Kavani are so fucked up that they, as a rite of passage into adulthood, their would-be hunters, have to travel from the village to the Amber Temple and stay there one night and then return to show that they are strong of mind, body, and soul. That's how heavy metal they are. Plus, they're real bored up in the mountains. They fuck all the time. They got lots of kids, so this is a good way to kind of population control too. So, but they're real hard. They're a real hard people. They're real hard people.
Are you all familiar with the Kavani of the mountains?
Oh, I think we met some of them, yeah.
Oh man, when you say that, I couldn't help but think about the girl you met.
Yeah,
who-
that's what I
yeah.
thought about immediately.
And she said that they were on a pilgrimage or whatever to the thing, but
Yep.
they were like
Yep.
way far afield of where they were supposed to be. They got lost hardcore. Their DM was not fucking around when he said y'all better take survival, because they were a long way from where they needed to be.
We were following them to try to figure out how to get back where we were going to.
The
But yeah, we-
Kavani of the mountains, they live in the same environment as giants.
Well, we have a giant, and
No.
Yeah.
Bigger than her.
Oh,
Much bigger.
and something awakens in you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
The Kavani, they have the Trinity ritual. You must sleep one night in Ember Temple. This is the sort of people that we will encounter.
Viktor says, so children are able to sneak past this ghost dragon? It can't be that good of a guardian, then.
Yeah, that sounds like good news for us.
No, it's that is goal, but have you ever heard of sea turtle?
I've heard of
We
turtles.
fought a giant fish once. Big
Yeah.
fish.
Okay, so I heard a story about sea turtle. Have so many baby, because so many die.
Ah.
That's Kavani.
Oh. How many children survive this ritual?
Enough.
Damn, what an answer.
Are you trying to scare us into not
No.
going?
I'm
Isaac
trying to
says
tell
it's
you what
working.
to expect.
I am scared.
Hmm.
Purple says, I'm scared too.
I'm more scared of what we're about to do.
Purple says, what if we get hurt and no arena to put bandage? I'm happy for N that we go to see giants. I am happy for Arenia that she got to work at Abbey. But these main stories scare me. And he looks at you,
Yeah.
and he says, I'm
It's what you do when you are scared. Are you
sorry,
going to
Anne.
baby about it? To be
No, I'm strong like Anne.
all right. So you going to be baby about it, or are you going to be strong?
That's strong, not baby.
All right then.
Isaac slowly looks from Purple to you, and back to
Oh.
Purple. Robin, it's real sad to see. Some flowers for Algernon shit right here.
Indeed.
Yeah, and he just kind of shrugs. Goes and sits back down.
Easy, you're going to be strong about it, yeah?
He looks over, he says, all I am is strong.
All right then. So if everybody will be strong, you'll be fine.
Viktor says, well, perhaps this Casimir has a way to get past the dragon.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, he's obsessed. He knows things. Secret things.
Good. He's, he looks around conspiratorially. He is a wizard. He's elf.
He is elf. More crazy than magic. But he is elf.
And Viktor looks to you, Taylor, and says, do you know of this Casimir?
No. I was a child when I led a baby. I don't know any of them.
But your mother never told you, or let you visit them, or them to you? I guess not, to keep your secret, yes?
No, I asked her in the beginning, but she wouldn't answer, and then eventually I stopped asking.
Will it be alright for us to take you to the Dusk Elves?
I'm not hiding anymore. I'll go.
All right. I support you. Perhaps they will have answers for whatever questions you've had.
Oh, you should also know. And she looks at Stone. There's very scary men trying to kill me, but we're gonna kill him if she sees us. So you don't need to fight him, but if you hear screams, just know something bad is coming.
Usually when there are screams, that means something is... So, yeah.
All right. So, for Stone's sake, when are you guys anticipating heading out? And do you do your weird Ouija board Strahd summoning with him there, or do you wait till he heads back to his place for the night?
I mean, maybe only one of us should do it. We draw straws or something.
I'll do it.
Oh, I know that game.
Wait. You? Doesn't he like? Oh, never mind. That's okay. That's...
You're talking about drawing straws, but for what though?
We're calling the Dark One.
Wait, what?
We call him the Dark One. We don't use his name.
I get it. Why are you calling him?
That's something he probably wants to know, and he may be able to help us.
Dark Lord will help you?
Viktor motions to them and says, many of them are outsiders. And they have drawn his interest. As many have before. They play a dangerous game in his shadowed gaze.
I don't think I want to be around for that, if that's okay.
Of course. Here, let me walk you home. Perhaps I can ask you some questions about the mountain.
Okay.
Alright. He's basically just wants to confirm that what he's read in books has some actual use out in the field, based on your practical experience, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Also, probably don't want to be there with his staff. And,
yeah. When we do our Ouija board.
What? You think he deliberately left just in case, so he didn't get scryed on? What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And you don't want to stick around and create a whole nother character?
Right.
This guy doesn't want to have to talk to Strahd because that. I mean, it's been stressful enough meeting all of you. Like this is way more people than he's used to.
And I mean, you were part of the peeps getting their potatoes mashed earlier today or yesterday or whatever. So I guess.
But that was a bit of light fun. Social interactions just.
Oh, that was much worse. Much worse. Okay. All right, you all gather around your Strahd Ouija board. Could have been a Strahd body pillow, but no more Blinsky. So, all right.
He's still alive. He's somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. We flipped the map over to the murder board side.
Oh, okay. I'll move you guys over to the murder board. That's where you keep your Ouija board. All right. Let's see. All right.
Make sure we don't have the murder board out.
Yeah. So, what do you want to? How do you just tell me what happens? I guess. Walk me through it.
Well, I'd ask Viktor what to do. I don't know how scrying works.
Viktor left, so can't ask him.
Well, I mean, it's been discussed throughout time, right? Since you guys were dealing with the book, that allegedly one of the boons that he has is that if people speak his name, they can scry upon them. Which is to say that he can see and hear that person and what they're doing.
I mean, Robin has kind of been a little bit of a face of talking to Strahd a lot. So, I mean, even though she's not So I think if everybody else is willing,
Since you're aware of the effect that's happening now mechanically,
yeah,
I will not roll your wisdom save secretly. With these dice I keep on my desk, so you can decide if you are open to being scryed upon or if you would try to resist.
yeah. I mean, I think if we're literally trying to do it, she would not
Okay.
resist.
All right.
And
Do we all like hold hands? Sit down and hold hands.
I don't think we need to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
we can if it would make
No.
you feel better. But I
It
don't
would.
think
It would actually, yes.
Yeah, Robin will hold your hand then.
That's just slice of life right there. That's the
Yeah.
that's the good shit. Okay.
That's why we're here and why we get big DM inspirations. That kind of stuff.
I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. You two can have DM inspiration for your
Yes.
friendship. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Getting allergies here. Oh, okay. It's easiest for Jason and Leo. He just clasps his hands together. So
Easy. Easy.
it's made other things more awkward though.
You can send your fan fiction to.
When hands meet, your two heads rest on top of each other.
Oh dang! Wow. So there's two people in the same party that have built-in friends. So that's a whole thing. Oh, all right. Well, Wayne had all them worms. That's a lot of friends too. All right.
Wayne had Dunbar.
Yeah, Wayne had
Oh,
Dunbar.
Dunbar had some competition at the end. Let me tell you. Nah, he was always best boy. Okay, so yeah, you
Yeah, so I think Robin would just say, Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of this land, I know that you can have the ability to hear us, and so I call on you now. You spoke to us of tasks and jobs that you wished for us to do for you. And we are ready to begin discussing how those can happen. But first, something terrible has happened to Irenia. Here in Krezik, the abbot posed a terrible threat to both the people and was plotting against you as well. When we faced him, his angelic magic proved too much for our skills. He was able to dominate our brains in ways that we were not prepared for. And he now has Irenia. And so, Lord Strahd von Zarovich, we ask that you provide us aid to rescue Irenia and to stop the abbot here in Krezik. And then we can assist you in the matters that you wish to discuss with us. And she might repeat herself like a couple of times to kind of say it. Just to make sure, like, if he tuned in partway through the broadcast, that, he catches up on what's happening.
Stravam Zarovich.
Honestly, I thought we were just gonna say his name in passing and then just casually pretend that hey, this is what happened to Irenia, and then he'll know, and we didn't. I didn't know we were gonna actually make a deal. Okay, we're here.
That's what Strahd said. I didn't know about the deal, but I mean, We're here.
Hey, we all sidestep the rules.
Taylor
we just
squeezes
roll
Robert's
with it.
hand. You're doing
Okay.
good,
Aw.
I think.
All right. Well,
There is no immediate reply or anything, but
I think Robin would be like, "We'll be here in Kresik for the next couple of days while we heal from our wounds. If you wish to send us word." Like she might kind of add that as a.
sure. If you would like, you can make a wisdom saving throw to see if you even detect that you're being screwed. Oh, you have no idea. Okay.
Can we all make it? Because we're all, in the
Scrying would target one person at a time. But the danger, remember we've talked about shadow profiles with scrying. The danger of hanging out with people with low wisdom saves that your enemies are aware of is they just scry on those people. And then once you're scrying on the weakling, you can kind of peer around and look at everyone who's nearby. Yeah.
well, it's unlikely that they have. What is this? A lock of hair?
That'd be crazy. So it's not like you have
Would
a
it be?
negative. It's not like you have a negative 10. So
It's not like they got hair off your pillows when you were sleeping at their in their house.
Aw.
yeah.
It's not like he needs we actually need to say his name. For
Why you gotta make
He knows us already.
Why you gotta make it creepy? Like,
because
I mean,
because
it is
raw
a place-
because raw it frequently comes up that people to gain Strahd's favor
Tell him your hair and blood and parts that they get a hold of.
yeah
Sorry, I had to come clean on that one because it creeped me out too.
Apparently that's a real big deal for Barovians is to gather outsider materials and see if
OOC. Oh, let's see. How many times have people taken like are leaving to Strahd at this point? Like
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just pretend to be a super fan in Barovia and be like, "Oh, are you guys SWAT? I'm such a huge fan."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting, but creepy but interesting. So the dynamics of this place are a little messed up, a little bit. All right, so with that settled, I guess you guys settle in to sweep.
Unless Taylor wants to try and get Strahd on and see if they detect it and all that jazz.
I mean, Taylor's got a pretty good wisdom, so I'm pretty sure he's just scrying on other people. Most likely, so.
And Robin has a +2. She just rolled really bad.
That gift. My God. Oh my God. All right.
Wow. All right, you guys still in for bedtime? I'm gonna crunch some numbers here real quick.
Is this bedtime number 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
Who has proficiency in medicine?
And does.
So if we used a
Leo.
healer's kit,
Actually, Rio has expertise.
Okay.
so expertise is better than proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Wait, do you mean expertise or jack of all trades?
He has expertise.
So
Is
if
this
you do that,
Leo saying he has expertise, or is this Darby saying he has expertise?
Darby.
Oh, okay.
He's got a +9.
so
I
according
mean,
to recovery,
to be fair, he was a lifeguard. I mean, you have to have some basic medical training.
so according to the rules, somebody who has proficiency or I suppose expertise in medicine allows that person to substitute their medicine check for the con save. Actually, I have a +8 to a con save, so I should do the con save.
Yeah. Plus
But
bad news.
if-
I'm Jason, and tomorrow I'm Jason.
yeah.
So.
But if somebody who has proficiency in medicine uses a healer's kit, it would give me advantage on my Constitution saving throw. So I would have a +8 with advantage to see if I can get rid of 2 wounds.
That sounds right.
So as long as there's somebody who's willing to do that for their long rest activity who has proficiency in medicine.
Yeah, if you trust Anne to do it.
If the time comes up, we would love to do that instead of doing anything else.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, if you have
Plus
proficiency,
4.
it's fine. Yeah, I'll spend a charge of a healer's kit.
Just not tonight, since he's not in control.
Where's the button in the new sheet to lower your max HP?
I just took it away manually.
I could not find it. So
Yeah,
I ended up switching back to the other sweet sheet.
I mean, I saw it there. It's been there from before, but all right, switch to the old sheet then. It lasted pretty long.
I'm liking it actually. It takes some getting used to.
I wanted it,
but
to
it's pretty. It's for what it does well. It does really well.
Oh, for sure. That's what I mean. Like, imagine you just playing a regular 5e game up to like level like 7 or 8. This would be like so fun. Like, look at there's like a backpack. You can click on it. It puts all your bags at the top. It's adorable. It's It's like
honestly, one of my biggest like when we switched from Roll20 to Foundry, the thing I hated the most was the character sheet on Foundry. I miss Roll20 character sheets. Like,
oh.
And this is more like it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
No, aesthetically, I think it's beautiful, and for a simple game, you know, like let's kill some Gerblins over in Fandelver. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, absolutely. But you start layering in like too much homebrew and like high level boons and like spells and A5E maneuvers and it starts to kind of come unhinged pretty quick. So, all right.
So Robin got a 15 on her Constitution save, so she gets rid of two wounds. So she is now wound free.
Congratulations.
And her HP would go back up to max, correct? From the effect of the cost, right?
Yes, because you guys got a long rest. Yep.
Perfect.
I mean, we still have the minus because of the hags. We're still cursed, but
right. But the current, the one that we just got would go away.
Yeah.
This is an important question. Did Irina give anyone Davine's flask before we left?
No, she's still got it on her.
Okay.
All right.
Also, the guns. She does the guns.
She still has Wayne Larson's 6-shooters.
We're used to losing stuff when we lose characters.
Aw. That's true.
It'll make it all better when we get her back.
That's true. Okay, well, you guys go to bed, sleep through the night?
Yeah.
Right.
Robin's back is still killing her, but she sleeps.
Nobody guys, okay. Alright.
If you want to go back to new sheet, I figured out how to do it.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I just went over to old sheet, changed it, and went back to
Oh, okay.
to new.
So you can go to at the top left next to the microphone. There's like a little wrench with a slidey bar. If you click on that bar, it opens up a bunch of like settings to let you configure stuff, and then you can click.
Open. Oh
Yeah,
man.
you can click the gear next to hit points, and you can. I just overrided it to what my current max is.
Nice.
Max
wrench.
HP. There you go. Look at that.
See. Yeah, there it is. Temporary max HP. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, awesome. All right, just leave that wrench always on.
Very nice.
Very cool. Okay. Special traits. Oh, that's the under the hood stuff. Nice.
Okay. So, Robin, you roll as if you guys had
you had rested through the night. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, does anyone fancy themselves a very light sleeper, like the lightest?
Yeah.
Sleeper? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a non-sleeper.
All right. So,
I'm assuming, based on what I've seen of your character, that you
after you get your 4 hours of meditation, there's some restless, quiet wanderings. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You can only watch non-elves sleep for so long before it's like, what am I really looking at here? When you step outside for some fresh, fart-free air, you see, and this is probably about 2 in the morning, maybe 3 in the morning. Let's say 2 in the morning. You see a fiery streak in the sky heading towards the Abbey. You may make a perception check. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, with that perception check, you see that the fiery streak is actually a semi-transparent black horse with fiery mane and hoof. Seen this horse before.
yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm. Astride the horse, you can just make out. Looks like Strahd von Zarvich. The fiery streak seems to crash into / disappear behind the clouds and then the wall of the Abbey.
I go wake everyone up.
Oof. Okay. So, Robin, you would not actually have gotten healed yet.
Sorry, Robin.
All right. Well, it was just hit dice, basically, and the
Okay.
wounds.
So, is the intention then to...
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell him I just saw Strahd fly into the Abbey.
Okay. It is an hour climb up to the Abbey. You guys gonna go, or...
Here's
I
a
wanna
question:
go.
If they go, would they remember how Father Radislav got them in? Would that save them some time?
it's all come back, yeah. But then they'd be, going in that side entrance.
I'm just putting that out there for the party as a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I say we just go up.
Handsome steed. Right.
Sure, why not?
Dang.
Robin will hobble her way up there.
Okay. So as you're rousing everyone, Viktor, who needs a lot of sleep, like wizards do, he says, what? How could...
I just saw it.
How... You want us to go up the mountain to see what they fight? Or do you think they're going to fight?
I think so, yeah. Don't you think he will? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. All right, let's go. And yeah, he gets up, starts snapping his fingers, and Isaac comes over. Huh? And he says,
We're going to head up the hill.
he stares at him hard and he says, I think you should stay here. And then Isaac's like, okay.
But he heads over and he sits on the bed.
Viktor makes a face like he kind of likes new stupid Isaac, but also like kind of sad about new stupid Isaac. And you going with him?
Yeah.
All right.
Anne's going.
All right. I think you should probably let Stone sleep, right? Since this boy would be up there anyways.
Well, we don't really know where he's sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think we would. I don't think we'd be like, we need to get the cook.
Yeah.
And I'll leave Purple. Won't bother waking up
What we're
Purple.
gonna do to this man that we've hired is destroy his mind. That's the first thing we're gonna do.
It'll be great. Let's see.
Not waking up Purple.
Oh, you're not gonna wake up Purple? Okay. Alright. In that case, Purple stays here. Ooh, Purple, buddy. Okay. And you guys head up the hill.
Buddy.
Yeah, you do not want to go on this trip. Alright. Let's see. Abbey. Front door of Abbey. Abbey exterior. Alright, so there's this lovely view. So beautiful. And then there's this lovely view. This is where Jason fought the werewolf. Jason, if you fell asleep, I'll need you to roll to see who wakes up.
Yeah, I did it earlier when we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Jason.
Oh, okay.
Again,
okay.
yeah.
Alright. Wow, you sound a little disappointed. Alright.
I'm
Somebody
not.
screaming.
Is somebody screaming?
No, that's laughter.
What?
You guys hear
Sounds-
laughter?
Sounds like
Yeah,
It's
there's
a
like
game- it's a
laughter and
laughter, and then also like
Like a
pain.
crackling
Oh,
and a man coughing.
really?
It's the Foundry scene. Do you not hear it?
Oh, I think I've muted that stuff because I don't like the ambient sounds on the maps there. They're like too creepy for me. So.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's a little creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
this
don't
is, it is a little creepy.
I don't like
The presenter of the creepy.
I don't like spooky stuff. It's been really this whole experience has been really hard for me. I watched a lot of horror movies that I never bothered to watch, and I listened to scary books, and I really immersed myself in it.
And my takeaway is that when it's over, I'm gonna go back to Babyland. I'm gonna rewatch My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, to kind of cure myself of all this, get myself ready for Magic.
All 5 seasons.
Yeah, for Magic College. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So,
Alright. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't think you were coming back, so I gotta clean up this map.
there was a big fight here yesterday. All right. I kind of did think you were coming back at the same time that I didn't think you were coming back. You know.
I mean, if the guy's
You should-
distracted, there might be a
no,
moment of opportunity here.
I get it.
you
You were
something
just
about a
like
library to go check out.
Schrodinger's cat of Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
Okay,
you're just
so-
like, look, if I don't clean it up, then they won't go, and I won't have to go through that again.
So there's a gate, the front gate. There is a gatehouse, like on either side of the gate. The gate currently looks like it has been recently repaired. And there is a chain with a lock on it, locking the gate closed. At this point, it would be 3 in the morning. All right, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, can we hear
Oh,
or
just-
see anything? Like, does it?
Oh
sound
yeah,
like-
you hear the honk shoes of 2 animal people inside the guardhouses. One of them is, and then one of them is, and then they're just doing that, like they're just sleeping because it's 3 in the fucking morning.
I'll pick the. Can I pick the lock? Does it look pickable?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll go to pick it.
All right. You are so skilled at picking locks that you don't have to roll on this one if you don't want to. It's that easy to pick.
I'll take the free.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I
So
hope you say that later when I roll an intelligence save.
Oh no! That's something you're not super good at. So this is something you're so good at. All right, so I'll put you guys down on the map, and let's see. I'll hit this nighttime button, and through the magic of Foundry, it will become nighttime, allegedly. All right. Oh no, where did everybody go? There they are. Out in the margins where they belong. Alright, cool. Let's see. So somebody's got to have some magical lighting or something, because it's, here we go. Aha! Alright, I guess you guys would be able to see in the windows, huh? So, let's see. You hear the sounds of two men having a conversation inside the large building that you guys were in earlier.
There's a conversation happening. That sounds like a bad thing to interrupt.
are we doing
Can
here?
we eavesdrop on the conversation?
Oh, I see where Momo got moved to now. Okay. Oh yeah, you can eavesdrop on the conversation if you want. Like it's like there's like windows over here. You can crouch under the windows if you want to.
Yeah, I think we just let Taylor go ahead and we all hang
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think
Taylor, give me that perception check.
Minnie, you can see her in the window. You see one of the people sitting at the table. Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Oh.
Dang. Okay. Would you like to reroll that stealth check?
Sure.
Okay.
Here's I'll use one of my
Because
inspirations.
you're not default rolling with advantage on stealth checks, right?
It depends on if I'm obscured by weather, which I kind of am, right? I'll post up the ability.
Oh, because Dusk Elf or whatever.
Yeah, I'll post it up. I have it here somewhere.
Okay.
Um,
Buried under all them A5E and monk abilities. Mask of Shadows. Here we go. You have advantage on dexterity checks when you are attempting to hide within darkness or in. Yeah, you are within darkness. So then, you don't need to reroll. You should be fine.
awesome.
Okay. I mean, should be fine. It's certainly not something I would prompt a reroll on. So, all right. So as you approach the window, you hear a conversation between Strahd von Zarvich and the abbot. And Strahd von Zarvich says, as I've already said, I am very grateful that you would make time to meet with me so late at night. And then the abbot says, as I said earlier, the time of day means nothing to me. The Morning Lord's light shines inside me, even if it no longer graces the skies. Strahd says, it has been a long time since you last attempted to destroy me. What has changed? Why have you taken this girl into... And he says, well, it is quite simple. I am aware of your condition. I am aware of your curse. And I want to help you end it. As you peek through the window, Strahd von Zarvich becomes still, like a statue. There's the abbot. How did you come by this information? Very curious. I understand that you have collected a great many books, some of which I am envious of. I have both copies in my own
And then the abbot says, 'twas no book, the vision. I was lost in madness, but I saw a vision. A girl, green of eye and red of hair. Weakness.
Says that. Strahd's eyes narrow into two dangerous slits. Says, love. Sometimes they weaken. Okay.
And the abbot says, I think it is more than that. I think she was the catalyst. Or I think that if you can have her, then the curse will be lifted, and all will be freed from the darkness. I did not know that she still lived, so I set about a task with these hands, making. You see Strahd's lip curl up in disgust, and he says, I see. Fortunately, you were dissuaded from that. And then the abbot says, yes! A boy raised here at the monastery. Disciple, you might say. He left me. Felt that I had strayed too far from the Morning Lord's light. He could not understand at the time that what I was doing was ever and always building towards something greater. These hands, they will.
Taylor, you notice Strahd roll his eyeballs, but the abbot does not seem to pick up on that.
The abbot then says, but the Morning Lord returned him to me. He brought with him some errant outsiders, mercenaries, no doubt, hoping to abuse his loyalties and knowledge of the Abbey to seek out my destruction. It's not the first time, nor will it be the last, that misguided heroes
Seek the blood of the divine, selfish gain.
I was going to unmake them, but then I saw her amongst the number, delivered by my own ward to me. The vision I received was not of a woman lost,
Found.
for you.
Strahd nods very slowly.
And he says, I care very deeply for this girl. She's not my Tatiana. Not yet. She carries
Something very great.
Rahadin has asked me why I trusted these outsiders, SWAT, they call themselves, to protect her. Why not,
He said, take her.
lock her away in the castle, where I could ensure her safety?
These fools, these would-be heroes, these mindless mercenaries, surely, my lord. And they will lead to destruction. But that is not true. I am her destruction. I found her and lost her more times than I care to remember. Each time that she is nearly mine, she cannot risk her being too close. Not yet. While I trust those outsiders, after speaking with you, I would ask of you something. If you truly wish to see your Lord's work done in this curse broken, can you keep her safe? There are some, even within my own house, that would see. The abbot, kind of flustered, he says, Of course, as long as I need to. Time is of nothing to me. I shall keep her here, fed and safe and warm, protected from all enemies, even those in your own house. And when you need her, or me, you shall call upon us, and we will be there. Taylor, you Strahd get like a smile on his face. Like, dang, I finally drew a good card for my fucking commander deck. Haven't had land for 4 fucking turns. But here it is, bitch! Like, yeah, he's like, this is good. I am glad to be at a table with you as an ally instead of an enemy. I hope you know that it's nothing personal. What has transpired in the past. When he says that, you do see a little bit of emotion kind of wash over the abbot's face. And then Strahd says, I don't think Lily understood the nature of this place when she called you here to aid her. I, in life, was a very religious man. My brother was a priest and a knight. Least stature. If I had the power to release you back to heaven, I would have done it long ago. Watching you fall into ruin. See one golden tear go down the abbot's cheek. And then Strahd says, patience. Soon. He says that, you see the abbot get the smallest smile on his face. He says, I have taken up enough of your time. And it seems your Abbey has fallen into disrepair. I shall send a wagon of supplies from Valakai and workers. Why don't you fix this place up? After all, if Miss Kolyana is staying here, I'd like it to be nice. And some food, of course.
Your
Patience. And the abbot says, that is very kind, my lord. Thank you. And he goes to stand and, oh, yeah.
I think this is where Taylor's gonna
Oh, okay,
like,
okay,
start
okay.
leaving
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
usher everyone out.
Okay,
Tell them
okay.
to go.
Alright, you guys start heading down the mountain? Or like tuck in somewhere?
I think head down.
Okay.
This one.
I mean, do we head down or do we try to hunker somewhere?
Hunker somewhere.
I mean, so that
it's
the
not
Dark
really
Lord
cover
doesn't
here.
see us going down the mountain. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much that matters or not.
I don't think that really matters. I think we just walk down.
Fair enough.
We did call him, right? If he wants to speak with us, he'll speak with us no matter what.
Fair.
Okay. So, as you guys are not hunkering down, you hear a death cry whinny from high above. That's My Little Pony cover band, by the way. And flying down towards you guys on the Nightmare is Strahd von Zarvich.
I think it's important to point out that I haven't said anything about what I heard.
Oh, you haven't had time to do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You just told everybody we need to leave? Is that...
Yep.
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much, yeah.
Alright, so Strahd kind of sits there on his flying mount, like, like a high-level WoW player to, like, low-level WoW players. He wants to make sure he has a flying mount. You guys don't have one yet.
That cuts deep.
I mean, maybe this is our chance to get one.
Is there like bobbing up and down too?
Oh yeah, here I'll put the light on for you if you want the full effects. My bad.
Does it work anymore? Oh, there we go. Alright.
Yep, just doing it.
Okay. So he says, Storm, how interesting to see you out this light on the side of a mountain.
The same mountain that I am flying over.
I saw you fly over. I didn't know what to expect.
And you are on your way up the mountain to investigate?
Well, I didn't know if there would be a fight, and not that you would need our help, but
I
would not
fight an angel.
They are a sacred creature.
that's wise.
I got your message.
Together.
I appreciate you keeping... I thought I had done a better job of concealing my interest in Miss Clem. But I suppose some things are hard to disguise. Done an adequate job protecting her. I especially liked that one, Jason.
I'm here.
Kind of cocks his head, and he peers at you. You are different.
Different, but still much the same.
Then that is good to hear. For the man I remember was certainly worthy to protect something that I treasure. Treasure still. But I do not know your intention and do not know your direction. And so, an opportunity has presented itself to ensure Miss Goliana is safe.
Our next intention is to travel to the Amber Temple. And I believe that that is somewhere that you had wished us to possibly go on your behalf.
Yes, but the time is certainly not right if you intend to go there on my behalf.
Well, that is part of why we wish to consult with you
I see.
before we make such a trip.
And shall we palaver here on the side of this mountain, or should I invite you over for dinner?
The track south is much closer from here.
He looks down towards the lights of Krezek, and he says, I have a distaste for them. We will speak here, but be brisk, like the night air. What do to return home, to destroy me, to see Wayne Larson again, to have Rahadin ordered to spare your life. What is it that you want? If you speak plainly to me, it will make everything easier in a way or the other.
I still seek a path out of this realm where I can take the ones we want to protect to safety.
I have bad news for you then. As long as you do, you can never leave. You must be freed of its influence.
Then its influence must be cut free.
You must give yourself over to it completely. Either way, your path now takes you to the Amber Temple, where that dark passenger is locked away, hoping to take you as a vessel.
You ask us to speak plainly. And so my time here has made me realize several things. The primary of which is that everything about this world and this land ties back to you. And every choice, everything that anyone could want here ends up existing or not existing in some way because of your will, whether it is direct or indirect through your servants. It all is at your hand. The land is tied to you directly. And so the thing that is in my heart is that I would make this a better place for the people and for those who live here. But I know that that is directly tied with you. And so what I ask is, what is it that you desire?
A fair question. One I shall answer. I wish for freedom. Whether it is through death or oblivion, or perhaps through freedom to leave Barovia, to go where I will, see what the multiverse has to offer. I have been a prisoner of my own selfish desires and mistakes for so long. I've forgotten what it feels like to have something unknown, real mystery. In order to be freed of this land, I must break my own bindings to it. Something that I am not able. And then I must remove my ties to my dark passenger. Something that I cannot do. Throughout the years, the many cycles of this curse, I have tried everything. Duplicity, coercion, cruelty. I have tried to be the kind benefactor. I have tried to be the god of lies, trickery. Sometimes comes close. But death, it never sticks. Oblivion is a false promise. Even the return of the sun does nothing. It all happens again and again.
And yet I feel you have a plan that you would like us to enact.
Yes. You must understand how dangerous what I am proposing is for me and for the people I care about. While I cannot die, should I fall, it all begins again, and those that I have found and loved, and those that I have fought and earned the respect of, and who have earned my respect in kind, and they will be erased. And I don't know if I have it in me to do it one more time. And you guys do recall rumors that he spent the last 40-ish years, like, shut in his castle, not doing anything. Maybe you recall, but, like, your characters probably recall. And he says, I can assist you in the rituals of unbinding. But if I do, I become very weak, vulnerable. While I am bound to the land, I am much like a living god. Even the sun cannot harm me. But without those bindings, well, I am just a vampire, wizard, fighter, bard, artificer. I'm not much, without the binding to the land. The point is, if your intention is to kill me, to shatter the illusion of Barovia, to free yourselves, well, it will work. At least for those of you who have not taken on the Dark Passenger. With my death, any who are not bound here will be able to leave. as the realm reforms itself. If that is truly what you seek, well, I can have the Vistani take you home first thing in the morning. And I guess with that line, stop the session for the week. Shit.
So just we do what we've already been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can any of you go home? I don't know if any of you can go home now.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'd
Rob
like
doesn't-
Robin going to the Amber Temple.
Robin doesn't
Can Robin
technically
go?
have a dark passenger. She has a.
Robin, can you take me with you, please?
yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah, Minadora and Dunbar, they can leave.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Taylor could take them.
Something to think about. Something to think
Arena
about.
could technically go. She doesn't. Well, she has a.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna let that happen.
So
Yeah.
So Meta, if he's telling you the truth, he needs to have this binding to land removed and his patron killed. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
many warlocks cannot kill their own patron as part of the
Okay.
the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
I mean,
fucking
yeah.
Will,
Yes.
bro, Will, what were you thinking?
So
I am the
it-
blade of the frontier. I
Yep.
do what I must for my people.
He was
I mean,
pretty
yeah,
hot.
this- yeah, ooh, yeah. Now I'm thinking about
Yeah.
oof. But yeah, it just seems like what we need to do now is finish the seeker stuff. You know, sever the land
Yeah.
connection, and then go to the Amber Temple, kill all the dark passengers there, and we all go home.
All the dark passages. Can you not say that so casually? Like we just.
Wait. After getting past the ruins, the tribes of hill giants, the crazed
dragon.
Gavanis,
We don't
the
kill them
ghost
now.
dragon. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
his. We kill his dark passage, and
Kill his
then we
dark
kill hers.
Yeah,
Like we can take them on one at a
this-
time
I
and
mean,
rest in between them.
Yeah,
Sure,
I mean that's
fine.
the thing we need to do. I'm not saying we're going to do it all in one go. You know?
Well, there's also morally though. It sounds like if he survives the process, ... he's gonna want to leave. So you're setting
Yeah.
Strahd von Zarvis loose into the multiverse.
Yeah, but he'll only be like a normal vampire.
Yeah,
Like,
just a normal vampire / fighter.
The normal vampire, yeah,
artificer.
/ slash wizard / artificer, yeah, / bard.
Yeah, boy.
yeah, any
you
woman could
have?
kill him.
Yeah. Another another adventure party will take care of that.
I mean, there's
Sure.
always
Level 20,
there's always the good reason to have a sequel for a horror movie. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
I say
Yeah.
we take the deal.
Look,
I don't even
Robin,
have to think about this one too
Lauren,
long.
Yeah.
You're not gonna convince Crash to run this campaign to level 20. Killing Strahd.
That's what I'm saying. A different-
Planescape Strahd hunting? Huh?
When Crash comes back around, finally comes back to 5e and plays Planescape, he'll see Strahd in there. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, easily, yeah. He'll be like hanging out as a tavern in Sigil or something, just enjoying some drinks. There's also, kind of a elephant in the room. Like if he survives and he leaves, I mean, he's probably going to try to take Irenia with him.
Well,
We worry about that when it gets
She
there.
can make
I mean,
she can make
yeah,
a choice. She's
that's
a
her
woman.
choice.
Yeah.
By then,
She
she doesn't want to go.
Spicy.
We'll have her back.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
And then there's also what you call it? I don't know how Sergey fits into all this, but
He's a ghost.
I mean,
Sergey's dead, bro.
Yeah, he's dead,
I
but
mean,
trapped
you
here.
so
die in
is-
this place,
so
when you
is
die in this
Strahd.
place, you don't die.
Yeah, until we
Yeah, you
unlock
hang
this
out in a-
place,
have
then
you
all the
hang out in
souls
a
will go
holy
away.
puddle for fucking 500 years.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Irene is free, as soon as everything that and Strahd's free, Irene goes jumps to the pool and stays with Sergey. Now that the world's safe.
She already turned that down, though.
I mean, it was a permanent. A permanent.
Well,
turn?
Yeah, he said he would use the last of his strength to empower her and guide her to the blade of light that would cut down
so
his
he's
brother.
always with her then.
That's one way to think of it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a very card given at a funeral way of thinking of it, Dom. But yeah, like sure. All right. Well,
Talking about having your cake and eating it too. I mean, there you go.
absolutely. Can't have your significant other, but hey, they're a lightsaber, so that's cool. Had to choose girlfriend or lightsaber.
You could get other girlfriends.
Yeah, why not both? There's a game about that, right? Xenosaga? Aren't the girlfriends lightsabers in the game? Something like that. I know they're pretty good in Smash Bros. That's all I know about that whole series. Anyways.
Is that? I don't know.
Xenoblade.
Yeah. Xenoblade, is that the name of the game? Okay. Yeah. So, we will resume next week. I don't foresee any interruption of service for our games for a while. So that's good. Announcement wise, I don't really have any announcements. I don't think. Yeah. Anybody have any announcements? Anybody got anything?
Oh, go ahead. You can go ahead. Go ahead, Lauren.
I was just gonna say, Kickstarter is 81% funded. We're
Holy shit!
Oh snap!
81% there. Need about $7,500 more to fully fund, which should happen. Like we're watching the trends and everything.
You're on pace.
Probably in the next. Yeah, we're on pace to definitely get there.
There's there's so many like algorithms for predicting that shit. Plus the last few days is always a big spike.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. So
That's great. That's great, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna be working your ass off, but like, if it's what you want, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Fortunately, a good chunk of it is already written. So yes, there will be a ton of work, but a lot of it has already been done. So
Okay.
it's good. But if you want to back it or learn more about it, I have a little short link kind of thing set up. You can go to KS for Kickstarter bornfromicerpg.com. That'll take you straight to the Kickstarter. So ks.bornfromicerpg.com.
You can put it in the chat.
I can't put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, David, I see that GIF. Yeah, that was kind of the energy there for sure. Yeah.
Segue for philanthropist. No, I like picture more.
Oh god, with these hands, I built this for you.
Oh.
So,
Nickelback deserves better.
So
Do they? I don't think they actually do.
So slightly behind the curtain, if a group,
this is in the adventure, if a group actually is like, yeah, dog, you can have her face, it doesn't go well. I'm just gonna put that out there. It does not go well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to honestly stop using Reddit because I would read these stories about other Curse of Strahd groups, and it would just be like, reading about train wrecks and car accidents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, oh my god, god.
Was there humanity in here?
Oh yeah. Like this, that's crazy. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a good night and a good weekend. We're not doing a podcast tomorrow night. Oh, you said you had an announcement too, Tom, right? Okay.
So Cyberpunk, we had our final episode Tuesday, but it kind of ended right at the end. We didn't get a chance to do our epilogue, so we're gonna have a session 0.5 or a session end next Tuesday. It was just gonna be a wrap party, pretty much. Come through, do the final thing. They see what they do with the information they got, and then end it out. Have everybody do their epilogues, and that'll be the end of Cyberpunk.
Wow.
damn.
Yeah.
Session Omega, I think is what you
I'm
should
really
call it.
jealous I could have been there.
calling it end, just session end.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I was completely out of spoons Tuesday night, so I didn't do any Kingmaker prep or any Baldur's Gate 1. I just laid in bed, being an overlord of unicorns and listening to you guys play Cyberpunk, and yeah, it was great.
You guys such a good group there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice.
All right.
Oh, all right. Hope everybody has a good night, a good weekend. No vodcast tomorrow night, and all normal game schedules and whatnot moving forward. All right. Night, everybody.
Night, Crash.
Good night.
All right.
Again.
Take care, stream.